My name is Speedy. Welcome in to a 2024 LSPDFR tutorial. And I'm going to be installing tutorials to show you all how to do it. And, I appreciate you all looking at this video. And my goal this time around is try to keep it under 6 hours. I'm gonna try to do it about 2 hours. So let's just see what happens here, all right? And I appreciate you all coming out here, looking at this video, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, right now I'm assuming that you all has already got a clean version of Grand Theft Auto 5. Um, the reason why I said that is because you got to have a clean version of Grand Theft Auto 5. Nothing's modded, nothing's been added to it. No, nothing. All right. and let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first thing you're going to do is go ahead and locate your GTA 5 main directory. Come on down here to your File Explorer and just click on it right here. And then whatever drive you got it in, I'm going to make this big. Whatever drive you got it in, mine's going to be in C. Go to Programs, File times 86. Go to Steam. Go to Steam Apps. Go to Common. And right here, before you go any further, if you click on that Grand Theft Auto 5 folder one time, and go ahead and right click on it, and go ahead and pin that over to Pin to Quick Access. Look over there on your left hand side, and you'll see it drop over there. It should look like a bobby pin or a pin or a push pin or some type of pin. This is how we are going to open up our GTA 5 main directory. All right, so I can cut through pretty much some of the bull crap. All right, so if you look right here on your Grand Theft Auto 5 right there, there is your pin to quick access. So come up here and go ahead and close out this window, and you come down here to your File Explorer, then right click on it, and you'll see that Grand Theft Auto 5 somewhere where it says pinned. Mine's going to be underneath my D drive. Just go ahead and click on that Grand Theft Auto 5, and you are right here in your main directory. The next part I would like to do here is I would like to show you all how to save this over into an external hard drive. That's what we're getting ready to do next. If you ain't got an external hard drive, go to Walmart or wherever you get your bought your computer from, or whatever the case may be. I've got a 6 gig external hard drive I gave for at Walmart for about $70. It was on sale. Love my external hard drive. Because you can save a bunch of files on it, just like the Grand Theft Auto 5, and that's what we're getting ready to do right here. If you guys has got an external hard drive, alright, this is what we're going to do. I want you all to go ahead and take your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory, and if you guys can do this, you can split this up into one page. Alright, split it up into one page right here. All you gotta do up here is go to this window tab up here. And then you'll see like 2 pages right here. Just click on one of them, and that should bring you up a box, alright? Now your external hard drive should be in a different letter other than your C drive. Alright, yours may be H, yours might be J, or G, or just a different letter from your C drive. Mine's going to be under D as in David. If you come over here and highlight, all you got to do is bring your mouse and highlight your external hard drive, just like mine. Mine's going to be in a light blue box. Right click and go to open a new window. That is going to bring up another window. All right, and then I'm going to split mine up into 2 pages. Alright, now what you're going to do is come down here and come back over to the external hard drive, left click, right click, and go to new folder. Alright, and if you do that right there, name it whatever you guys want. But my recommendation is do not name it the Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright? Because the reason I say that is because when they update, they're going to be looking for that Grand Theft Auto 5 version in here. Even if you got your external hard drive hooked up into it, they're going to read that, and that will get updated as well. That's happened to me. If it has happened to you, that's fine. But me, it's happened to me more than one occasion before. So I said no more. Name it. I'll just name it whatever I want to, and I ain't had another problem since out of it. All right. So what to do is name it whatever you guys want. Mine is going to be under, as soon as I can find it here. Hold on. As soon as I can find it, GTA 5 clean version. As you can tell, the GTA 5 part is just abbreviated from the Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, mine is going to be under GTA 5 clean 3095. If you click on that folder right there, you are going to see a empty box right here, an empty folder. Alright, come back over here to your external hard drive, and don't forget you should be under Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5. That is your pathway. That is your main directory. Come back over here to your main directory. Hit left control, A's and Atom. Come back over here. Stay in this box right here. And then right click and go to copy. Alright. Come back over here to your external hard drive. Then left click, right click, and go to paste. That is going to start copying files over 300 files from your C drive over to your external hard drive. Not and with this right here, you have got your clean copy of your Grand Theft Auto 5, right? Now, while that is copying over, um, let's go ahead and get into the other part while this is copying over. You must get past the prologue. Right? You must get past the prologue. You got to get past the Michael stage, and you got to get past the Lamar and Franklin stage, alright? When you click on your Grand Theft Auto 5, you're going to see the title screen right there, and be sure you're on the build 3095. Click on the story mode, and after that story mode, you'll see the North Yankton 9 years ago. And that goes into Michael stage. He's gonna dial phone number. He's gonna blow up the bank. And you're gonna go in there and rob all that great money right there. And then once you get done grabbing all that money, the train's gonna come after you. And then you got to get past the cops and all that. And then you have past the Michael prologue. You get right here to the Lamar and Franklin stage, you are going to be repossessing these two cars, the car of your choice. Alright? But I took the red in over there. And then you're going to race down to this parking garage right here, and Lamar is going to leave you, and then you're going to outrun these cops for a few minutes. And once you do that, it's going to prompt you to go to this car dealership where you're going to drop off the repossessed cars at. And you get through all that, and you're going to walk outside and get in your car. I love that vehicle right there in this game. I wish I had it in real life. And then once you do that, you're going to drive all the way down um, to Franklin's house, and you're going to pull into that parking garage, do a little bit right there, and then Lamar going to flip you off, and then you're going to walk in and say, hello, mama, how you doing? She's going to cuss you out. Then you're going to walk into your bedroom, do little stuff right there, and then snip your armpits, and you have successfully passed the prologue, the Franklin, Ramar, and Michael prologue. And just like that right there, we're back into our main directory and our external hard drive. You just copied your external hard drive over from your Grand Theft Auto 5 C drive to your hard drive, whatever drive you got it in. So go ahead and close out of your external hard drive. And then while you're at it, go ahead and um, let's go ahead and move this over. If you go to that little box right there in your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory, like I got mine right there, go ahead and click on that first page. Just move that over like that, and and when you get done doing that, go ahead and minimize your. I tell you what, go ahead and close out of your Grand Theft Auto 5. Close out of your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory. Now come on down here to the first link down below, which is going to be your RimWire. I always open up with RimWire. I've used it for years, and ever since it's been out, I used it for years before LSPDFR, Grand Theft Auto 5. So what you're going to do is when you get ready to download this right here, come over here where it says the English version right here, the 64-bit or the 32-bit. I always selected the 64-bit because I got a higher end laptop, and I've always selected it. Now, if you got a lower end um, computer or laptop, 32-bit is the way to go. But I got something to say on that too here in just a minute. So whatever bit you choose, go ahead and just click on the bit you want, and then it's going to start downloading just like that. And then once it gets done, open it up and go step by step instruction on on um, on how you want to download it. It's very easy. Once you get done doing that, let me remove this from my um, history here. And then when you get done doing that, go ahead and close out of that browser and open up the next link, which is going to be the LSPD First Response 0.4.9 Bills 8747. Go ahead and download this file. And this is the do's and the don'ts and the whatnots and license agreements and what you need when we get ready to install this Rage Native UI. Scroll all the way down here to the bottom and then agree to download. And what you need is the manual zip, manual install zip. Go ahead and download that. Let that download, and then go on to the next link, which is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a speedy alert. It is 11:17 a.m. on a Thursday, December 28th of 2023. We just started our downloads on our tutorial on LSPDFR. I'm breaking in on this one is because just a couple hours ago, our LSPD First Response has updated. And you scroll down here where it was updated 3 hours ago, but it was only published 2 hours ago. All right, so now we are on the current version of build 8757. All right, instead of the old version was 8747. Now we're in the version now 8757. So this is just an update within a couple hours ago. All right. So what we're going to do is go ahead and re-download that file, and then scroll all the way down here to the bottom, and then grade the download. And you still need the LSPDFR 8757 manual install. Go ahead and click on that download and let it download. And then once you get done doing that, drag that out there on your desktop, okay? And I'll show you what to do. And then go ahead and open up your main directory. If you guys ain't got it open, all you got to do is come down here to your File Explorer, just like we did at the beginning. Right click and go to Grand Theft Auto 5 Pin to Quick Access. Alright, and I'm going to split this up into one page. And then go ahead and click on your RimWire LSPDFR manual install. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take everything in here just like we did a minute ago. And then deselect the license. And deselect the RPH underscore readme.txt. Left control and click just like that. Alright. Go ahead and drag it over here to your main directory, just like this right here. Now make sure you're not highlight on a folder, because if you do, you're going to mess up big time. Nice bumper zone down here on the bottom right hand side, and then 1, 2, 3, let it fall in. And then once you let that fall in, go ahead and replace those files when it prompts you to. The 1077 files, and go ahead and replace that. I'm going to replace mine. And you just reinstalled the upgrade to LSPDFR, alright? Now, I'm already tested this out. It did work on my end before I started this speedy alert. Everything else that we do from here on out is still the same. So I appreciate you all coming in here looking at this, and I hope we help you all out. And let's go ahead and continue our 2024 LSPDFR tutorial. Link, which is called Simple Trainer for GTA 5 15.5, was updated on November 23rd, just about a month ago. Go ahead and click on download, and come over here and click download again. Let that download, and then go ahead and click on the next link, which is going to be the Rage Native UI 1.9.2. That is the latest one. I know it says February the 5th, but it still works for this current version. Go ahead, and what you need is the Rage Native UI.zip. Click on that, let that download, and click on the next link, which is the script put V. Was updated December 15th, 2023. And I'm going to go down here to my timestamp, which is December 20th, 2023 on a Wednesday, so 5 days ago. Go ahead and click on that download, and when y'all get done doing that, click on the next link, player location display. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download, and then let that start downloading. Next link you're going to do is Emergency Lighting System, ELS 1.05. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download. And then once you do that, you need the recent one, which is the January 9th, 2017. It's not been updated since, but it still works. Click on the download, and then once you get done doing that, you want to click on the next one, Better ELS Reflections, version 2, 1.0.0 by Matthew 686, Jeffrey Gamer, and Criminal Justice. Go ahead and download that file and let that start right there. And the next thing you need is Open All Terriers. Go ahead and version 1.5. It's never been updated, but it still works for the current version, the one we got right now, which is 3095. Go ahead and download that file and download again. Let that download. And the next one you need is your Open IV. You gotta have this right here. Go ahead and download the Open IV 1.4, and then let it download just like that. And then once you guys get done doing that, close out of your internet browser, and let's go ahead and open up our main directory back up. Remember what I said at the beginning? We're going to start using Pin to Quick Access. Come down here to your File Explorer, and then right click on it, and there is your Grand Theft Auto 5 Pin to Quick Access right there. And then I would recommend to go ahead and put this on the first page over here. Alright, now let's go ahead and open up our link here. Should be the LSPDFR manual install. Go ahead and click open that one. And I'm going to split mine up into another page here. Now, you're going to highlight everything in here. Do not select the two dots. Deselect the license. Left control and click. Come down here to the rph underscore readme.txt. Left control and click. Bring it over here to your main directory. Go ahead and grab it. Bring it over here to your main directory. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, let it rip in, just like that right there. And you just installed your LSPDFR, just like that right there. Go ahead and refresh, close out of your rim wire there, and get rid of this shortcut. The next thing is going to be Trainer V, which is your simple trainer. The only two files you need out of here is your trainerv.asi and your trainer.ini. Left control and click. Go ahead and grab these two files only. Bring it over here to your main directory. 1, 2, 3. Let it rip in. Now I know it's going to show down here on the bottom at first, but if you go refresh, it's going to be all appetized right there. All right. Go ahead and close out of your Trainer V and get rid of this shortcut. Now the next thing we're going to do is Rage Native UI. Click on that one right there. And what you're going to do here is you only going to click on the Rage Native UI.dll. That's the only one you need. Grab it, main directory, and just drop it in. There it is right there on the bottom. If you go to refresh, it'll be all appetized. And then come over here and just simply close out and get rid of this shortcut. Now go to script put V. Open that rim wire up, and then split into the two pages. Click on the bin folder, and then the only two files you need out here is the input8.dll. Left control and click. Do not select the two dots. Left control and click on the input8.dll and the script put v.dll. Left control and click. You do not need this native trainer.asi. You'll thank me later, I promise you. Come over here, drop it into your main directory. 1, 2, 3. Let it rip in just like that. And then go ahead and refresh. Close out of your script put v rimwire and get rid of this shortcut. Now, your PLD, player location display. Alright, close out of that purchase box of mine, which WinRAR is free, you got nothing to worry about. Click on the installation files, click on the Grand Theft Auto 5. You just need these two files right here only, the PLD ASI and the PLD INI. Come over here to your main directory, 1, 2, 3, drop it in like a fishing line, like you're fishing, and then it's down here on the bottom. Go to refresh on your main directory, close out of that rim wire, and get rid of this shortcut. Your next is going to be ELS 1.05. Go ahead and open up the installation files and click on that Grand Theft Auto 5. What you need out here is your ELS advanced hook.dll. Just highlight everything in here. Do not select the two dots. Left click, drag it over here to your main directory. Now, if you click on a folder up here, and if you accidentally drop into it here in one of these folders, you're going to mess up. Don't do that. Nice bumper zone over here on the bottom of your main directory. 1, 2, 3. Drop it in. There is your ELS. Refresh. Close out this rim wire, and then get rid of this shortcut. Now the next is going to be the better ELS Reflections version 2 1.0.0. Go ahead and open that one up, and then go ahead and click on the better ELS Reflections. Click on that folder again. Click on brighter. Now the one I usually get is the brighter with higher range, and there is that ELSINI. Come down here, drag it over here to your main directory, 1, 2, 3, let it fall in, and replace that the original ELS INI file. Alright, go ahead and refresh your main directory and close out of your rimwire and get rid of this shortcut. Now, open all interiors. Right here, this also goes into your main directory. Oh, and you need to open interiors ASI and your open interiors INI. Left control and click. Grab these two files only. Bring it over here to your main directory. 1, 2, 3. Let it fall in, and then refresh. Close out that rimwire, and then get rid of this shortcut. Now let's go ahead and install our OpenIV. Let's go ahead and install it. Click on that one, and if you can speak Russian, you can go for it. But mine is English, and then click on continue. All right, and then once you get here, go I accept terms, and then continue. And then I wouldn't do nothing here. Just leave it as default, and then continue, and download the 20.4 megabytes to your computer. Go ahead and download that real quick. And while we are waiting on for this to download, it shouldn't take more than just like that. Go ahead and close out. Now go ahead and move your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory over here on your right hand side. And then right here is your open 4. Go ahead and drag it on down here to your, go ahead and pin it down here to your pin to quick access down here. I don't know what happened. It wouldn't let me do it at first, but it went ahead and done it anyway. So it's already there. Just go ahead and open up your open 4. Let it be down. Let it open up, and then go ahead and click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 for Windows. Okay, now we're gonna look for a folder. All right, go ahead and click on Browse. Now it's automatically going to take you here, but I'm going to show you the pathway. All right. So whatever drive you decide to put it in, but mine is going to be in C. Click on the Programs File times 86, and then go down here to Steam. Then go to Steam Apps. Go to Common, and all you got to do is click on that Grand Theft Auto 5 folder one time, and come down here to Select Folder. Do not double click on that folder. All right, do not double click on that folder. You just need that folder alone, and then go down here to Select Folder, and then if it says successfully, it turns green. Good job, you got open 4. If it goes red, go back a couple seconds in this open 4 setup, and just redo it. And then once you guys get done doing that, come down here, hit continue, and it says do not forget to back up original files for editing, which we already backed up our GTA 5 um, clean version over to a hard drive. Go ahead and hit continue on that one, and let it search for the encryption key, just like that right there. And while it's starting up here, there it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's do another step here, okay? Let's go ahead and get this out of the ballpark. All right, now you're not in edit mode. All right, if you want to stay in edit mode all the time, go to Tools, go to Options. Right here where it says Default Work Mode, where yours says Read Only, it should go down here, drop down that box, click on Edit, click on Close, and then once you refresh, that Edit Mode box will turn blue, and you will always be in Edit Mode. All right, now come back over here to Tools and go down here to ASI Manager. All right. Now, if your ASI loader is blue like this right here, what you need to do is just simply hit install. You got to have that. Your OpenIV.asi. Go ahead and install that one. And this is going to be your mods folder right here. All right. So you want to make sure both boxes is ticked on this one. And then once you get done checking both boxes on this, but you just got a check mark. Click on yes, and then the open camera, go to install in it, and then simply close out of that one. Now you'll see a MOS folder right here. And if you come back over here to your main directory, and you will also see, refresh your main directory, and you also see a MOS folder right there. Alright, now go ahead and close out of your open folder. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to do this. Go ahead and click on your update in your main directory. Click on update, and then left control and click on the times 64. Alright, if you right click and go to copy. Alright, come up here to your plugin folder. I'm sorry, go up here to your mods folder. MODS, mods folder. Double click on mods, it'll be an empty folder. Left click, right click, and go to paste. Alright, this is our open pathway to any vehicles or any mods or anything that we do in our open fort. I got videos that will show you how to do it, and we are starting out fresh on this again. And while this is downloading, I'm gonna get a drink of water, and we'll pick up where we left off from. Alright, once you all get done doing updating your mods folder, your update times 64, go ahead and refresh on your mods folder and click that one level back right here where it says Grand Theft Auto 5. It will look like an arrow button pointing up. Just go ahead and click back one time on that. Now let's go ahead and um, get our configurations done. Let's go ahead and navigate to our LSPDFR in small caps in your main directory. Remember, your pathway should be Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the LSPDFR in small caps and go ahead and click on your keys I&I folder. Alright, once you click on that, I'm already got mine opened up. It's because it takes so long. For my notepad to open up. I don't know why it does that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make this big here. And what we're going to do is highlight this word none, None. Highlight that word none, right click, and go to copy. Alright, and go to one down here below it where it says pursuit menu, controller key, D-pad down. Highlight that D-pad down, hit left control, V is in Victor for none. You don't need it. And down here where it says crime report key equals B, highlight that B, hit left control, V is in Victor for none. And then your next thing is right here where it says perform arrest key equals E. Highlight that letter E, change that over to a capital Y, just for right now. Okay, then come down here where it says stop pads key equals E, which is right here. Stop pads key equals E. Highlight that letter E, change that over to a capital Y. Alright, your next one is going to be chase abort join key equals G, which is right there. Chase abort join key equals G. Highlight that G, hit left control, V's and Victor. You don't need it for none. Okay, and then come down here where it says chase abort join controller key, D-pad left. Highlight your D-pad left control V's and Victor for none. Alright? And then if you come down here, if you look at this right here where it says traffic start key left shift key equals left shift key. Don't ever change that. That's how you pull over your vehicles, get them alerted and stuff like that. I would not recommend to change that at all. But the one we're going to do next is the traffic stop controller key. All right, traffic start controller key equals A. Highlight that letter A. Hit left control V as in Victor for none. All right, and then your next thing is going to be the interact controller key, D-pad right. Right there. Traffic stop, interact controller key, D-pad right. Highlight that D-pad right. Hit left control, V's and Victor. You don't need it. Alright? And then your next one is going to be toggle police computer controller key. Toggle police computer controller key equals X. Highlight that letter X. Left control V's and Victor for none. You don't need it either. And then backup menu controller key right here. Backup menu controller key equals right thumb. Highlight that right thumb. Hit left control V's and Victor for none. Alright? And then once you all get done doing that, that's the last one. Go to file. Go to save. Don't ever save as. Alright? Don't ever save as. Just click on save. Alright? And then simply close out of your keys I. And your next one is going to be under your main directory. It's going to be your LSPDFR small caps right here. Alright, go ahead and click on that. Bring up your notepad. I'm already got mine open. And down here where it says pre-all models, that is your graphics on this game. Alright, because it's got a lot, because some of them's got a lot of graphic loss in here. And when you do this right here, you'll thank me later for this here. Now, highlight that word true and simply type in false in small caps, FALSE. You're going to do that right there, all right? Come down here where it says cops can commend vehicles. Highlight that word true. Left, let's see, right click on true and go to copy, all right? You want to highlight that word true. Now, on down here where it says disable player flashlight override, we'll come back to it when we do stop the pad. We install stop the pad. And the next one is going to be disable suspect encounter. All right, it should. Let me see if I can find it right there. Disable escape suspect counter equals false. Alright, highlight that word false. Left control V's in Victor for none. Make sure you don't space that out like that right there. Left control V in Victor for true. For true. Not none, but true. And then last one we're going to do is a ignoring feature where it says chase disable camera focus. What this is right here is when it gets ready to go into a high speed pursuit, that camera will zoom in on that vehicle while you're going in pursuit, and that is a ignoring feature. You guys can keep it if you want to. Me, I actually don't want it. So highlight that word false. Left control V is in Victor for true. Alright. And that's all we need to do here. Go ahead and click on file. Click on save. And simply go ahead and close out of your LSPDFR configuration settings. And the next thing we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and refresh your LSPDFR where you're at right now. And then go back a level to your Grand Theft Auto 5. The next one we're going to do is the Trainer V configuration files, which is your I&I. If you right click, if you not right click, go ahead and double click on it, and that should bring up your notepad. And I'm already here. Now, if you go hit left control, F as in Frank, and this Trainer V I and I, that's going to pop up a search box. All right, and then you all go ahead and type out spawn, SPAWN, and the letter A. Once you get done doing that, just hit your enter button right there, and you're gonna see this spawn a driver key equals 33. All right, highlight that number 33 and simply type in a 0. All right, that will um pretty much whenever you get out of your vehicle and that prevents while you're giving a citation now, that will prevent for anybody coming up here and attacking you while you're on that call. All right, that prevents that. All right, and then while you're at it, if you guys want to do this too, it's just right down here. It says add waypoint. But if you guys want to search it, type all you gotta do is type in ADD and then capital WAY. If you do that right there, that's going to bring up add waypoint equals 34, which is right there. All right, right there. Highlight that number 34 and type in a 0. All right, you guys don't need it either. And then once you guys get done doing that, go ahead and click on File, click on Save, and simply close out of your Trainer V notepad. All right, and then when you guys get done doing that, go ahead and refresh your main directory. And now what we're going to do is we need to come down here, and we'll make this big. Come down here till you find this Rage plugin hook right here. All right, it'll be the Rage plugin hook symbol. Um, Rage plugin hook symbol right here. If you will just right click on that one right there, and this and if you're using Windows 11, because I'm using Windows 11 for mine, I don't know about much for 10 anymore because I'm not used it in a very long time. So Windows 11, if you go down here and then right click on it and then go to show more options, and then right here where it says pin to taskbar, go ahead and pin that over to your taskbar right there. And then after you get done doing that, go ahead and refresh again on your main directory and close out of your main directory. Come down here to your Rage plugin hook and go ahead and click and hold in your left shift key in. That's going to bring up the disclaimer right here. And once you get done reading all that, if you guys want to read it, if you don't, go down here, hit accept. And that's going to bring up your Rage plugin hook settings, all right? Now, down here where it says plugin timeout threshold, it's got 10,000. Go ahead, highlight that one, change that over to a 6. You want that at 60,000 so your plugins can load up just as smooth as it can get it, okay? Then the next one we're going to do is plugins. Oh, one other thing. This console key, don't change it. Leave it alone. Right here where it says plugins, under the tab, click on that one. And if yours says don't load these plugins on startup, come down here and click this bubble right here. Load these plugins on startup and simply check the LSPD first response. Get done doing that. Come over here to game settings, and right here where it says backup game version, go ahead and back this up. And it takes this long right here to back up your 3095 inside of your Rage plugin hook settings. And go right here to where it says revert game version right there. And then you'll see the 3095 backed up in your Rage plugin hook settings. You get done doing that, go ahead and save and launch and click on OK. That's automatically going to take you into the game right here. Rage plugin hook is going to launch Rockstar for you. and it's going to take a minute. Now, keep in mind right here, guys, Rockstar is going to be no longer supporting the Windows 7, 8, 8.1 starting January the 30th of 2024. So if you ain't got a Windows 10 and Windows 11 like I do, you're good. Anything below that, a 7, 8, and 8.1, Rockstar is not going to no longer support that Windows. So keep that in mind, guys. All right. And then while this is loading into the game, show you all one other thing that I've learned too. And then right here where it says story mode with Rage plugin hook, go ahead and click on that, and it's going to go ahead and load everything up right here on the startup, which is your plugins. And then once this right here gets loaded in, you should be inside your game, and I'll tell you what to do next after this.
Hello there.
All right, welcome in to your game of the LSPDFR. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to hang up that phone. What we're going to do now is go ahead and click your escape button, and then move your left arrow button over to your LSPDFR. Click enter, click on character, and go to nearest police station. Okay, once you guys get done doing that, it should take you into a police station somewhere, and looks like mine is going to be right here at it's going to be near San Andreas Avenue. Really don't matter what one that you enter into. Just make sure you enter in. If I can find it here, find the door. It's been a while since I've done this. I believe it's right here. Once you get done doing that, it should prompt you to enter in a police station. Just use your right D-pad on your keyboard and go on ahead and go on in. And once you get done doing that, go ahead and let that load in, and go ahead and go on duty. And it should ask you to select a character. Go ahead and click enter. And now you're going to be in the booking room area on where you're going to be um, setting up your LSPDFR for the first time right here on your character. All right, so mine's going to be male. The heritage on mine is going to be, I'm just going to leave it as is. I like this right here pretty good. The resemblance, I want it like my mom, and the skin tone, just like my father, my LSPDFR, mommy and daddy. So I'm just going to leave mine the way it is. Go to features, and then you want to set this to standard. All right, go to standard right here. Go all the way down with it. You can change it around if you want to, but I like the standard myself. And then there's only 11 items in it. You go backspace, go to appearances, and I like, if I can find it on the first time around, the bald head. There's a close shave right there, and on the eyebrows, I want it fuzzy. On the clean shave, on the facial hair, I like a trim beard like that right there. And then I'll leave everything else alone except with the eye color, and I like hazel eyes. Now I like those hazel eyes on my character, and you got one here for the makeup and lipstick for the women. So when you get done doing that, just click on back, and then go hit on save and continue, and name your character whatever you want. You change it over. Mine is going to be under Speedy Ice, and then I'm going to hit enter. There's a Speedy Ice. And go ahead and use your character in this one. All right. Now, once you get over here, and once you get back, it should take you back into the locker room, like that right there. And then and then go ahead and click on police locker, and then there's your cop uniform. I'm not going to do anything else, and then confirm it and go to police garage. Then once you do that right there, what you guys need out of here is going to be your police cruiser, um, Vapid police cruiser right there. All right. It's got those bar lights on top. It's got the little holes in it. All right. So come down here to components and just turn all those off. That's gonna be your LES vehicle right there. It's not gonna light up stage 1, stage 2, but it will light up on stage 3. Get you all used to the ELS there. When we install a ELS vehicle later on. All right, we're gonna do this in this tutorial, and come down here to select and continue. All right, and then once you get done doing that, we're inside the parking garage on where you're at. You might be outside. I'm right here. All right. First thing I want you to do is hit go M as in Mary. M as in Mary. Go down here to police radio and go down here where it says available for calls. Click on no, and we won't be interrupted. All right. So now what you're gonna do is I'm gonna hop out of my vehicle and we're gonna go for this safer trainer real quick. All right, and I'm gonna face the wall here. All right, let's say face the wall. All right, so hit L3 on your keyboard. That's gonna bring up your simple trainer. All right. Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna say this once. All right. No, this is on your numpad. You got to use your numpad for this one. Numpad 2 to go down. Numpad 8 to go up. Numpad 5 to select. Go ahead and select on the option menu. Alright. Go ahead. I always play in God mode. So I'm going to go ahead and hit God mode here. And then go to implement stamina. And go to max health and max armor. It's the thing that I do pretty much. And then once you get done doing that, hit numpad 6 to go right. And what you need out of here is you need to show Fort San Cudo and prison map. Hit 5 to select. You want that enabled, and reveal full map. You hit 5 to select it to enable your full map. All right, and then go back. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here to um, go to time. You can go to time. You can set this any time of day you want to, or you can sync it to the time that you are at right now by hitting 5, and that is going to be the current time, which is 8:54 p.m. on a Friday, December 22nd, and that is the current time. And let's go down here. If hit and hit 0 on your numpad to go back. All right, and then let's go down here to weapons and go ahead and hit numpad 2. Go hit 5 to remove all weapons, and let's go ahead and select our weapons here. All right. Okay, what I normally use is a nightstick, and I'm gonna go down here to get a flashlight, and then let's say you want your pistol, combat pistol, vintage pistol, and you want a stun gun. I like the first and better, so go ahead and hit that one right there, and then go ahead and hit numpad 6 to go right, and then you want a sawed-off shotgun, and then you want a assault, whatever weapons you want out. This is your pretty much your machine weapons here. I usually use a assault MSG, SMG, and then I use a assault rifle, and then I use a carbine rifle, and that should be it right there. This one right here is your bombs, sticky bombs, and stuff like that. Go ahead and hit numpad 0 on the back, and then go ahead and hit 5 again on your numpad to select it, and then go back into the first page here, which is your weapons menu 1. Come all the way down here to Windows and Attachment Intent menu by hitting 5 on the numpad. And go ahead and use your controller for this one here. I'm going to point my gun out, and then I'm going to go ahead and select and find a flashlight on here, all right? I don't know if there's a flashlight on here on this one here or not. I don't think there is. All right, so now what we're going to do is hit your weapon wheel on your left shoulder, on your left bumper on your controller. That's going to bring up your weapons, all right? And bring up your pistol here, and then go ahead and point it, and then there's your flashlight. Now you're going to hit 5 on your numpad to select it, and then right on your D-pad to turn it on. All right, and then once you get done doing that, hit your weapon wheel again, go combat pistol, and then I'm gonna go back to flashlight on mine. I think you guys got the idea of it. And then your weapon wheel again, your vintage pistol. I'm gonna leave that one alone. And then go down here to assault SMG. Go ahead and bring that up, and then find your flashlight on that one, and then hit 5 to select, and then make sure it's on D-pad right on the controller, and then that should do it right there. And that's all I'm going to do to that one. And then go ahead and hit 0 on your numpad to go back, and then 0 back into your main menu. Now you'd always change the weather on here too. You got extra sunny, small, fog, overcast, thunder, rain, snow, all that good stuff. So go ahead and hit 0 to go back, and then go back up here to your weapons again. We got to do one other thing. Go down here where it says weapons save, weapons load and save menu. Hit 5 on your numpad, and go ahead and select that slot 1 by using 5 on your numpad, and your guns has been saved on your simple trainer. Now to reload it, all you got to do is go back to weapons load save menu, and go up here where it says load all weapons slot 1. All right, that will load all your weapons back up. All right. Now there's one other thing we got to do. Hit 0 on your numpad to go back. 0 on your numpad to go back to the main menu. Go into options, and then click over, and then go over one time, and then down here, if you make any changes to your INI file or into your simple trainer, you're going to save these settings to your trainer V INI by hitting 5 on your numpad, and then 5 to confirm, and it'll pop up down here saying it has been saved over to your trainer INI file. Go ahead and back up all this right here, and then I'm going to put my weapon away and come over here to your vehicle real quick, hop in it, and then go ahead and let's go ahead and try this out here. If you hit J as in James on your keyboard, click it one time, click it again, and then one more time, and that's going to bring your lights up. All right, that's going to turn on your lights. Now, in order to turn on your siren, hit the number 1 on your keyboard. Hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 will do the Durl siren, and to turn it off on your keyboard, hit 6. Hit the same number that you just clicked on, and then that should just turn it off on your controller. All you got to do is hit D-pad down. That will turn it on like that right there. Now, if you want the Dural Siren, hit hit your D-pad down and up at the same time. That will change it over. Alright, so you guys get the idea of that right there. And then what we're going to do now. Oh, one other thing too. Hit F3 on your simple trainer and go down here to vehicle options. Alright. You want God mode in your vehicle options. I always play with that. And then go down here to where it says vehicle God mode settings and enable autoplane. Alright. And then go ahead and hit six on your D-pad, on your numpad, and you want to enable speed boost, infinite speed boost, and then go up here to set engine power. I usually set mine about 75%, and then 0 to go back on your numpad, and then engine power multiplier. Go ahead and turn that on too, and then hit 0 on your numpad. Go up here to options, and then hit 6 on your numpad, and then save settings to your trainer I and I. You have to click it, hit numpad 5 twice to save it, just like that right there, and then back all the way out of it. Now you should be able to fly, just like that right there. Now, in order to pull somebody over, hit your left shift key, like that right there, and your D-pad left. Alright, that's how to pull somebody over. Alright, just like that right there. And then once you get done doing that, now if you just want to simply cancel, just hit your left shift key. That will cancel your traffic stop, alright? So that's it for this one right here. I'm getting ready to go into part 2, and I'm getting ready to go into part 2 of this segment, and I will see you all here in just a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in. Before we go into part 2, I would like to do something real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to save our first part, which is going to be our main game LSPDFR clean version. Alright, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, come down here to your File Explorer and then right click and go to your Grand Theft Auto 5 pin to quick access. Alright, now everything that we have done right here so far, that is before your standalone plugins, your stop the pad, or anything. What we did was part 1 when we installed the LSPDFR, the simple trainer, the script the raise you native UI, and stuff like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to save this like a clean version of Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, so just in case you guys has, say like you want to delete everything, but you don't want to go back into reinstalling everything. This is what we're going to do. Alright, go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead, and you should be in your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory. I'm going to do it again. Come down here to your File Explorer, right click, and go to Grand Theft Auto 5 pin to quick access. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and split this up into the second page over here. Alright, now come over here to your external hard drive, whatever letter it's in. Mine's going to be Dean's and David. Right click on it and go to open a new window. Alright, and split this up into the first page. Alright, left click, right click, and go to new folder. Alright? And your new folder will be all the way down there on the bottom or somewhere along in there. Mine is normally down there on the main bottom if it ever loads up here. And let's give it just a second and see, just like that right there. Name that whatever you want. Alright? I ain't going to tell you how to name it, but I do want to make a recommendation on this. Okay? Mine is going to be called. LSPDFR Clean Before Mods 3095. Alright, that is the same thing as we are just installed our when we took our clean version of Grand Theft Auto 5, nothing modded, put it into our D drive. Now we're putting our clean version of LSPDFR into the folder you just created. But I just went ahead and named mine LSPDFR Clean Before Mods, and we're on the version of 3095. Whatever you guys named it under, go ahead and double click on your folder, and it should be empty. Alright? Come back over here to your main directory, left control, A as an apple, and then when you, after you get done doing that, right click on it and go to copy. Alright, and then come back over here to your external hard drive where your empty folders at. Left click, right click, and go to paste. Alright, that's going to start pasting your clean version of LSPDFR before mods into your external hard drive. Just like I said just a few seconds ago, if you guys make a mistake and you guys don't want to go back and actually redo everything that we just did, all right, you got your clean version of LSPDFR without the mods inside of your external hard drive. Once this right here gets done, we will go ahead and begin part 2. And the part 2 is going to be the standard alone plugins. I'll see you all back here in a few minutes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into part 2. This part 2 shouldn't take so long. Everything, usually at the startup for me, everything gets so, everything's so long right there at the beginning. And I'm gonna try to keep. I said it under 2 hours, but I don't know if I can go that route or not. So I'm gonna my goal now is gonna be 3 hours. Okay, and guys, I want to let y'all know I am not perfect at all, and nobody's perfect, but I do try, and I hope you guys actually on what like and keeping up on what I'm doing. I appreciate you all doing this. I'm going through a rough time right now, and I will announce that later on, health wise. But I will announce that later on. But right now, let's go ahead and continue our 2024 LSPDFR full tutorial. And in this second part here, we are going to be installing our standalone plugins. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. The first link you're going to click down below is going to be the automatic Siren Cutout 3.1.5. Go ahead and download this file and agree to download. And what you need here is the automatic Siren Cutout version 3.1.5. Go ahead and download that. And then once you get done downloading that, close out that one and then open up the next link, which is going to be your Axon body cam, Signal body camera dash plugin. 1.2.52, and then all those numbers right there by Sergeant Nighthawk. This is an awesome plugin to have. Go ahead and download this file here and agree to download. And you need the March 24 update one and the Axon Signal right there. Go ahead and download that. Once you get done downloading that, click on the next link, which is going to be Clear the Way V 1.0.0.41 by Tim and Boys. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download. And then what you guys need out here is it's going to automatically start in the download. Go ahead and download that, and we'll click on the next link, which is going to be Delete Vehicle 1.1.2. Go ahead and download that file right there and agree to download, and you need the main files out of that, which was updated on September 14th, 2022. Download that, and once you get done doing that, click on the next link, which is going to be your Immersive Effects 1.1.7. Go ahead and download that file right there and agree to download. And you need the April 10th version updated right there. All right, you need that main file. Go ahead and download that. Once you get done doing that, go ahead and go on to the next, which is keep the door open. 0.1. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download, and it's going to automatically take you into the download page. Close that one out and go into Restrain the Deceased. Link down below 1.3.1. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download. And what you need out of there is the updated one, October 26th, about 2 months ago. Download that one. And then once you get done doing that, click on the next link. It's going to be Sticky Wheels 0.2.0.0. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download. It automatically going to take you into the download. Once you get done doing that, go ahead and click on the last link, which is turn off that engine 1.0.0.4. Go ahead and download that file and agree to download. And that's automatically going to take you into that. Drag everything out to your desktop like that, and then close out of your internet browser. All right. Now what we need is our main directory again, and go ahead and go to this File Explorer, right click on it, and go to Grand Theft Auto 5 pinned to Quick Access. Do that right there, alright? Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this over in the first page here. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and open up your automatic Siren cutout. Go ahead and open that up here, if it ever comes open. And then I'm going to close out this purchase box, and I'm going to split this up here. Click on that Grand Theft Auto 5, and what you guys need out of here is your plugins folder and your input manager.dll. Go ahead and highlight both of them. Drag it over here to your main directory. Then 1, 2, 3, let it fall in. There's your input manager, and if you go to refresh your page, and that should be all appetizing. So your automatic Siren cutout is in your plugin folder. Go ahead and close out that rim wire and get rid of this shortcut. Now we're going to to the Axon Signal, which is your body cam and your dash camera. All right. Let me split this up into 2 pages here. Double click that folder, Axon Signal. Click on the Grand Theft Auto 5. All right. Now right here, I've already got a new Rage Native UI.dll. Do not drop this one in. You need a plugins folder only. Drag it over here to your main directory. 1, 2, 3. Let it fall in, and it's right there in your plugins folder. Close out of your Axon Signal rim wire and get rid of this shortcut. Now we need to clear the way V. Alright, Clear the Way V is a standalone plugin, is what we're working on right now. Alright, go ahead in your main directory, go ahead and navigate to your plugin folder. Alright, you'll see the Axon Body Signal here, and your automatic Siren cutout is under the capital letters LSPDFR. Alright, so where you need to be right now, your pathway should be Steam, Steam Apps Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, and plugins. Alright, now go ahead and take this cleared away v.dll, bring it over here to your plugins folder, and then drop it in. Refresh it, close out this cleared away v WinWire, and get rid of this shortcut. Stay where you at. Go ahead and open up your Immersive Effects 1.1.7 and we'll close that out, and then click on the file folder, and then you do not need the Rage native UI.doll, and you definitely don't need that Rage. You don't need that one either. Plugins folder, open that one up. Take all three of these files right here, the Immersive Effects, I and your Immersive Effects.dll. All right, bring it over here to your plugins folder in the main directory under plugins folder, and drop it in. Go to refresh there. Close out of this Immersive Effects RimWire and get rid of this shortcut. Now go to keep the door open, RimWire, open that one up, close that one out, and then you're going to click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 here, and click on that plugins folder. The 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 keep the ELP door open, DLL. All right, bring it over here to your plugins folder, and then 1, 2, 3, let it drop in just like that. Go to refresh. Go to refresh, and then close out of that RimWire, and then get rid of this shortcut. Restrain the Deceased. This is your next one right here. All right. Click on the files. Click on the files and click on that plugin folder. You need to highlight every single thing in here except for the 2 dots. All right. It should be 3 files in order. Bring it over here to your plugins folder and drop it in like that. Go to refresh. Close out this RimWire, and then get rid of this shortcut. Now, your next one is going to be your RPH delete vehicle. All right. Go ahead and click on that plugin folder, and you need all 3 files out of here. All 3 files out of here. Do not select the 2 dots. 3 files out of this one. Bring it over here to your plugin folder and drop it in, and then refresh and close out that RimWire and get rid of the shortcut. New next one is going to be sticky wheels. All right, go ahead and open that RimWire up. Split this up here. Click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Click on your plugin folder. You need the update manager and the sticky wheels.dll. Bring it over here to your plugin folder and then drop it in, and then refresh on that. Close out that RimWire and get rid of this shortcut. Now your next one's going to be turn off that engine. Go ahead and open that one up, and then let me split this up here. Go to turn off that engine folder and go to your plugin folder. Go ahead and highlight those 2 files right there, which should be the turn off engine DLL and your I&I folder. Come over here, drag it over here to your plugins folder, drop it in, go to refresh, close out, get rid of this shortcut. All right. Now let's go to our Axon Body Signal I&I file. All right. Let's go ahead and open that one up real quick. And then while I'm at it, and then while you're at it, here's what I'm going to do right here in just a second. If you go ahead and open up your Immersive Effects I file. That's going to fall into place right there. Come down here to Restrain the Deceased, I file. If you double click on it, that's gonna open up tabs, as you can see, and then go to, let's see, did I miss one? The RPH delete vehicle. Go ahead and open up that one, and then turn off that engine I file. All right. And I'm going to make this big. And the first one we're going to go to is an Axon body signal here. All right. Um, we're going to leave everything alone. I just want to make sure that our key here, our default key is 0, and the record cam key is the letter O. Both of these should be the letter O. And then I will explain everything in game. You can actually change this in game too as well. I ain't got my cheat sheet on me to actually look at all this, but we'll come back into this, and then we'll change some things on it. All right. So go ahead and just close out of your Axon body signal, and then go ahead. Your immersive effects should be up like this right here. Your immersive effects, you don't need the menu key or the modifier key. What this does here is this here will give you a good heartbeat whenever whenever your blood is starting to it's called adrenal rush on your blood, and you'll start to hear different sounds, different things, and stuff like that. So really, you don't even need a menu key or a modifier key on this one. So on this menu key right here, it equals L5. Change that over to a capital NONE, and then come down here to menu key modifier equals left shift. Highlight that left shift, and then capital NONE. Now, you guys can leave it if you guys want to try it out. But to me, that's just more in the way. But I do like the sound in it. So if you made any changes, go to File and go to Save and close out the Immersive Effects tab and go ahead and go into Restrain the Deceased. That should be the next one. All right, this is after you shoot somebody and they go down. They go down. You can handcuff them in the back. Go down here to key bindings right here, which is restrain key equals T. Highlight that T. Put in a capital NONE for none, and a NORPAD key. I don't use it either, but that's up to you if you guys want to use it or not. If you don't want to use it, highlight that H, capital NONE for none on that one, and then Restrain the Deceased controller key. You can leave that as D-pad right, and I'm going to leave it as D-pad right. I would recommend you all leave that as D-pad right, alright? So when y'all get done doing that, click on File, click on Save, and then simply close out of that tab, and then go into RPH Delete Vehicle, alright? The Delete Vehicle is set to the capital L, alright? You can leave it, or you can change that over what I'm getting ready to do to a capital D as in David, because that would just remind me to delete my vehicle when that time comes around. And down here where it says delete modifier key, shift key, I want to type in none on that one, capital NONE. I don't ever use it. Go to File, go to Save, and close out of that tab, and you should be in Turn Off That Engine. All right. Now to turn off that engine, will automatically shut down your vehicle. All right. It's right here where it says turn off engine equals scene. Highlight that scene, and then capital NONE for none. Because as soon as you get out of the vehicle, it's going to automatically cut off. But if it don't, we'll come back in here and we'll 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 redo it. All right, but I'm pretty sure this here will work. All right, so when y'all get done here, click on File, click on Save, and then go ahead and simply close out of your rim wire on that one. And while we're at it, go ahead and click on the capital LSPDFR, and then go into your automatic siren cutout configuration setting here, and see what I mean about mine's taking so long to actually open up. So I don't know why it does that for, but when you get done doing that, I just want to check something out here. I don't think nothing has to be changed on here, and it does not. So I mean, you can read through here if you want to, but me, I don't change anything on here. Just go ahead and simply X out of that one, and then refresh your LSPDFR folder, and then use your arrow key to go up to, go back into your main directory, refresh that, and then close out of your main directory. Come down here to your Rage plugin hook, go ahead and click on it, automatically hit your left shift key in to bring up your Rage plugin hook settings right here. Now, if you go over here to plugins, this tab, now you'll see a bunch more on here is being added on to this, all right? You got your Axon Signal, you got Clear the Way V, Immersive Effects, Keep the Door Open, Restrain the Deceased, Delete Vehicle, Sticky Wheels, and turn off that engine. All right? Go ahead and check all on that one, and then go down here and save and launch. And then once we get into that section of it, I will see you all inside the game. Alright guys, as this is loaded into the game, you will start seeing all of your plugins at this point right here start loading up right here. Alright, you'll see the Axon body camera, that should be the first one, or Axon Signal. It's all in ABC order. That's the reason why I try to put that all in ABC order right there, alright? So you all can see that it's all loading up, alright? So when this gets loaded in, I will see you all inside. Alright guys, welcome into in-game showcase of part 2 of the standalone plugins. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to check out a couple things. The first stop we're going to check out is the automatic siren cutout. And if you just turn your siren on, go ahead and hit your lights on, and then just turn on your siren, and then just hop out. There's your automatic siren cutout right there, alright? That works. Now let's hop back in the vehicle in here just for a minute, and let's go ahead and try out our Axon body cam. The dash cam is first. Just go ahead and hit V's and Victor all the way up to the dash cam. You see the Axon body signal that is working with today's date of December 22nd at 12:20 p.m. So that is working as well. Now, if you will just hop out of your vehicle and hit V's and Victor again, all the way up to your actual body cam on your body itself, that is also working as well. So we got that to work. Now, Clear the Way V right here. The only way to check that out is actually just go down the road, turn on your siren, and just go down the road here and see if anybody moves out of your way. That's all that means. See, just like that right there, they're moving out of your way for you. Alright, bigger trucks may not do that. Let's see if it does. No, bigger trucks would not do that. But I think there's an open IV file that actually does that. I'll have to find it. But they even stop for you too as well. So we know Cleared the Way V is working. Now let's get up here and delete a vehicle. All right, right here, D's and David. Boom, delete vehicle, gone. All right, now we got Immersive Effects coming up. Let's do this. Let's do keep the door open. Hit F as in Frank, and that keeps your door open right there. All right. Now let's go ahead and go over Immersive Effects and Restrain the Deceased at the same time. All right, and it's gonna get a little ugly here for a minute. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this woman out by pointing the gun, and then I'm just gonna simply shoot her. Alright, so that was ran over, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot her too. Alright, so come up here to your Restrain the Deceased. All you gotta do is walk up to the person, hit D-pad right.
Fucking tool!
And then that turned out wrong, but right there it is. So that turned out wrong. It must be a bug in it or something, but that's how you restrain the disease right there. And then if you hear, and then this right here, you're going to hear this sound right here when you shoot your gun. Hear that heartbeat? That's your immersive effect right there. All right. So we got that out of the way. Now let's look at sticky wheels right here. Let's look at sticky wheels. And then once you get up here, all you gotta do is turn your wheels to the right, and it sticks them. And if you hit forward or right to left, that will lock your wheels up pretty much. All right. And so we got that out of the way, and to turn off that engine. Turn off that engine. All you gotta do is get out of your vehicle, and there it is right there. So that automatically turns off your vehicle. So we are done here, ladies and gentlemen, on this one. And let's get ready to go into part 3. And I will see y'all back here in just a minute. Alright, welcome back in. There's a couple things I need for you all to do. Just try to speed this up a little bit here. The first thing I want you to do is we're going to be installing this Lidar gun, and it is going to require OpenIV down here. I need y'all to create you a new folder. By doing that right there, you're going to left click, right click, and go to new folder, just like that right there. And then name it whatever you guys want. I just name mine Original Files OpenIV Vintage Pistol. Alright. We're gonna replace that vintage pistol with a lidar gun. Alright. So once you get done doing that, Grammar Police will be the next one here. So if you come down here to your search bar down here and type in the word control panel, type and then go ahead and hit enter. And then what you guys is looking for right here next is your speech requisition right here. If you could click on that one for me and go ahead and set up your microphone and set up your speech where 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 your computer can actually understand on what you are saying. All right. And Grammar Police will pick that up too as well. So pretty much without that, Grammar Police um, is like a dead stick to me. Uh, so that's what I'm asking for. If you click on that setup microphone right here, and then go ahead and If you're using a desktop microphone or headset like I'm using right here, and then all you got to do is just click on your microphone there, and then and then after you say a few words, it will tell you something, speech recognized or computer recognized or something like that, because it's been a while since I've done it. And just go ahead and get that set up too. And then once you all do that, come on back in here and we will get started on part 3 of this tutorial. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in to a 2024 LSPDFR full tutorial. My name is Speedy. Let's go ahead and jump right into this in this part 3 of this episode here. Go ahead and click on the first download link below, which is going to be the ALPR Lite 1.5.4.2 by the Bajellos. And I'm already got it out on my desktop, so I am going to skip right through it. But if you scroll all the way down here to the bottom, right here where it says the ALPR Lite 1.5.4.2, go ahead and hit that box. And then once you start hitting that box, you're going to get a lot of pop-ups. Keep on closing out the pop-ups until it starts downloading. And he really needs to clean up his website, I'm telling you. Because he's got too many pop-ups and everything else. And I finally got my downloads of what I needed. So I'm good on that. So, Pagello, please clean up your website at least. If you ain't going to update, at least clean up your website. That's all I'm asking. So when you guys get done downloading that, go ahead and click on the next link, which is going to be the CALLOUT interface 1.4.1 by Opus 49. Go ahead and download the file and agree to download. And you need 1.4.1 CALLOUT interface main file. Download it. Once you get done downloading it, go on to the next link, and then it's going to be the new CALLOUT interface texture by DAG403. He's got is an awesome feature that he's got for the face and the CALLOUT interface. Go ahead and download the file here, and what you need is the CALLOUT interface texture down here on the bottom. Do not get the plates. Download that. Once you get done downloading that, go ahead and click on Compulite by the Bajellos. Same thing. Scroll down here to the bottom until you see this box right here, Compulite 1.5.2.6. Just keep on clicking it until you get a download. And once you get that downloaded, go ahead and close out of that web browser and go ahead and click on the next link, which is going to be Grammar Police 1.7.2 by Opus 49. Go ahead and download the file and agree to download. You need the main files right here, 1.7.2. Download it. Once you get done downloading it, click on the next link, Lidar Gun 1.1 by Opus. Download the file and agree to download. And what you need is a Lidar Gun 1.1, 0.1. Close out of it. And then go ahead and download that. And then close out of your Lidar Gun thing there. And the next one we're going to do is Speed Radar Lite 1.5.4.2. Scroll down here by the Bajellos. Go ahead and scroll down here until you get the Speed Radar Lite download. Download it, same thing. Close out all the ads. The next thing is going to be Stop the Pad by the Bajellos 2. Scroll all the way down here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Click on this arrow box here, and you'll get a lot of pop-ups here. Just keep on going with it until you see it start downloading right there. And then once you get done doing that, click on the last one, which is going to be the Ultimate Backup 1.8.7. Same thing. Scroll all the way down here to the bottom and just go ahead and click on that box. Click on that arrow too, up until it starts downloading, and there it goes right there. All right. So, and it got it twice if you're not careful. So I'm already got it out here on my desktop. I'm just going to delete these files and close out, move your files out on your desktop and close out of your internet browser. All right, there's a couple things we need out here in order to continue. Let's go ahead and open up our OpenIV. And then while that is popping up, click on Grand Theft Auto 5 for Windows. Let that be loading in. And then after you guys get done doing that, go ahead and right click on your Pin to Quick Asset on your File Explorer. Then come up here to your Pin Quick Assets. Go ahead and open up that Grand Theft Auto 5. All right. And let's go ahead and minimize our Open4 for now. And then let's go ahead and get started installing these plugins over here. All right. Let me just double check something. All right. So, all right, here we go. The first one you're going to open up is ALPR Lite. Go ahead and open up that WinWire up. Go ahead and click on that folder. Plugins folder is all you need out here. Drag it over here to your main directory and then let it fall in and then refresh and then close out of your RimWire and get rid of this shortcut. Callout interface is your next thing. Go ahead and click on that and make this into 2. Go ahead and click on the Grand Theft Auto 5. Need everything in here. Everything in here. Even the Rage native UI.dll is still got the same date on it. All right, go ahead and drag this over here to your main directory, and then 1, 2, 3, let it fall in, and then it's going to ask you to replace that Rage native UI.dll. Go ahead, it is safe. Go ahead and replace it, and then refresh on your main directory and get rid of this shortcut. Go close out and get rid of this shortcut. Now the new callout the interface texture. Go ahead and click on that folder. Click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder and click on that plugin folder. And go ahead and bring that plugin folder to your main directory. 1, 2, 3, let it fall in. Then replace the 114 files in the same destination, which that is good. Go ahead and refresh that. Close out your RimWire and then get out and get rid of that shortcut. Now go ahead and open up Compulite. Go ahead and open up that folder. And then I think it's the Grand Theft Auto 5. Let me double check on that. Compulite, and then I'm sorry, plugins folder only. You do not get this Rage Native like we did just a minute ago. Look at the date on that Rage Native, 2/17/2021. Don't get that. Please don't get that. And then the text remake. You don't need it either. Just the plugins folder only. Bring it over here to your main directory. Let it fall in. Go ahead and refresh your main directory. Close out of this Compulite to our WinWire and get rid of this shortcut. Now let's open up Grammar Police. All right, we need our OpenIV for this one. Go ahead and open up Grammar Police. And the first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and click on Grand Theft Auto 5. And then you need everything in here, including the Rage native UI.dll. We're going to replace that too. It's still the same date. Yeah, it's still the same date. We're still good on it. If not, we'll come back in and we will redo it. Okay, it's no big deal. But go ahead and highlight everything except for the 2 dots. Bring it over here to your main directory. 1, 2, 3. Let it fall in, and then replace the 3 files within the same name. Go ahead and replace that. Go ahead and click back a level on your Grammar Police. Go ahead and click on this little arrow button right here on your RimWire, 1 level up. Click back on it and go to textures on right down here. Go to textures, and we need these 2 files right here. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna split this up a little bit here and go ahead and bring up your GTA 5 main your open 4. Go ahead and bring up your open 4 and then minimize your GTA 5 main directory. Minimize it as I am trying to get this ready here. Give me just a second. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to click on that readme.txt. There we go. Now, when you click on that readme.txt right here, this is the pathway we need to go to. And let's go ahead and hop right into it. Go to mods. And then if you don't see it right here, come over here to where it says 60 times 64 Season Charlie.rpl. Go ahead and click on that. And if you get a red flag here that says copy the mods folder or show in mods folder, do one of the two. Alright. So mine says copy the mods folder. I'm gonna copy mine over the mods folder, and it's copying over or showing mods folder. After you get done doing that, click on levels, GTA 5, go to props, go to lab devs, and then v_minigame.rpl. Click on that, and then come back over here to your rim wire just for a second, and then go ahead and highlight that top word right there and hit F2 on your keyboard, and then left control C's and Charlie to copy that word. Come back over here to your open 4, go to the search box here, hit left control V's and Victor. We are going to replace in this we're going to be replacing some textures in your grammar police. Go ahead, go back over here to your rim wire. You need that file and the second file below it. Do not select the 2 dots and do not select the readme. Just those 2 files right there. Bring it over here to your open 4. You're going to see a kilobyte change in 3, 2, 1. There's your kilobyte change right there. And when you get done doing that, come back up here to your search box and your open 4. Highlight that word, backspace on it. Go to File, go to Close Archives, and then bring down your just minimize your open 4. Go ahead and get close grammar police wire out, and go ahead and get rid of this shortcut. And then while you're at it, go ahead and close out of your um, readme under the textures on that one. All right. Go ahead and bring up your Grand Theft Auto 5 and go ahead and open up your Lidar. And then when you get done doing that, go ahead and click on the Lidar Gun folder and then click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 here. And all you need is the plugins folder. Just the plugins folder and nothing else. Drag it over here to your main directory, 1, 2, 3, let it rip in, and then go to refresh there, and then go ahead and go back a level on your Lidar gun, and then go ahead and click on that vintage pistol textures, and we need to bring up this readme. Alright, now while that's already popped up, because I'm already got my next part ready to go. So, give me just a second here. Let me get set up here. Go ahead and minimize your open 4 just for now. And then go ahead and, if you ain't done it yet, go ahead and click on this readme.txt while I am getting ready. I appreciate you all being so patient with me. I really do. All right. So we got this set up here. All right. Now we got to go to another pathway on this one here. And what we're going to do is go to your mods folder under your open 4. Go to update, times 64, and then DLC packs. All right. Scroll down here till you find a folder called Patch Day 8 NG. Patch Day 8 ends in Nancy, G is in George. Click on that, then the DLC.rpl. and then the times 64, and then go to models, go to CD images, and then weapons.rpf. Go ahead and click on that. Come back over here to your rim wire and click on your finished pistol word, that top line right there by hitting F2. Left control C's and Charlie, and then come back over here to the open 4, and go left control V's and Victor to bring that up, and then there is your finished pistol right there. Now remember what I said about creating a folder at the beginning of this? I hope you guys did, because what we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything in here. We're going to highlight everything in here. And then what you guys are going to do is you're going to left click, drag it over to that folder I told you all at the beginning of part 3 to create you a folder just for this right here. 1, 2, 3, drop it in. And if you go back and if you open up that folder, you just saved your vintage pistol. All right, your original file for your vintage pistol. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here to your rim wire and highlight everything except for the readme.txt and the 2 dots. You do not need those two, just these files right here. Bring it over here to your open 4, and then 1, 2, 3, let it rip in. You'll see a kilobyte change. Plus, if you click on that YDR, there is your Lidar gun. And that thing is beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and close out that, and then come back up here to your search bar, highlight that word, backspace it to delete it, go to File, go to close all archives, and then close out of your open 4. And then let me double check. We make sure we put that in there. I'm about sure we did. Yep, we got it in there. And go ahead and close out of the rim wire here. Close out of this readme, and then get rid of this shortcut. Now on your next one is going to be Speed Radar Lite. Go ahead and open that up here, and open up your Speed Radar Lite window. And then all you need is a plugins folder. All you need is the plugins folder only. Drag it over here to your main directory, and you guessed it, drop it, and then go to refresh on refresh. Close out of this speed light rim wire and get rid of this shortcut. Now stop the pad. Go down here to stop the pad. Click on the stop the pad folder, and all you need is the plugins folder only. Plugins folder only. Drag it over here to your main directory. 1, 2, 3, drop it in, and there is your stop the pad plug-in. Go ahead and close out that and get rid of this shortcut. Last one is ultimate backup. Go to ultimate backup, click on that folder, click on the plugins folder only, drag it over here to your main directory. 1, 2, 3, let it file in, and replace the 2 files in the same name in the destination. And with that being said, let's go ahead and close out this rim wire and get rid of this shortcut. Alright, let's go ahead and navigate to our plugins folder. Go to the capital letters LSPDFR, and then let's go ahead and click on the Grammar Police folder right here. After we get done doing that, go ahead and open up your, and you see this little default right there. You're going, that's a note, that's it, that is your INI file for Grammar Police. If you go highlight it, left click, right click, and go to copy. Left click, right click, and go to paste. That is going to be a default copy of your copy. Because Opus don't want us to go over our default copy. So what to do to that is come down here to your default copy and highlight and just click on it, and then hit F2, and we're going to rename it Custom. 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 Just like that right there. And then come up here and refresh. And then go ahead and open this up. When you get done, when you get done creating your custom folder, go ahead and double click on your custom folder there. And then what we're going to do is I'm already got my notepad set up here on the way I need it. The one on your right is the one we're going to be working on. The one on your left is my copy. All right. So this is what we're going to do. All right, right down here where it says do not edit this file. See config. That was from your default one. That's what I was just talking about. Opus does not want you to use your default copy as a the override. So this right here, if you made that custom copy, just go ahead and take those two lines right there, highlight it, and then backspace, and then make sure you're all the way up here on the top up there. Just like that right there. All right, now down here where it says call sign, where it says 1 leaking 18. All right, you cannot, you can name this like you are reading the license plates off, like Adam, Bravo, Charlie, David, Frank, Ida. You know, you guys get the picture, but you can't make up a name like Butthead or Craphead or Douche or, you know, something like that. You can't make a name up like that. So it has to be what I said there at first, like Bravo, Charlie, Adam, stuff like that. So your first number here is you can use that one. You can use 0 through 9 on the first number. And then on the name, on what I just said, like Adam, Charlie, Bravo, you know, etc. And then on these last two right here, the 18, you can number it from 0 up to 9,999. So you can change that if you guys want to. My call sign, leave the quotation marks at first, all right? Because once Grammar Police actually gets running, those would disappear, believe it or not. So 1 leaking 18, you change that whatever you want to, but mine's going to be X-ray slash 222. All right, and then leave it on U.S. English. And then down here on agency codes, change that. I would recommend you all to use Immersive. 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 All right. And then down here where it says interface key equals L3, you all can leave that or change that if you want to. I will recommend you all to change that to a capital R, and I will explain that in game. And then leave your. I don't like the modifier keys, but I do like it for the Grammar Police in this one. So that don't bother me too bad. Then down here where it says settings key F2, you all can change that any way you want to, but I would recommend you all change that over to a capital T and leave the modifier. And I will explain that as we get into the game and check this out. Down here on the hotkeys, we don't have to change none of that or the buttons on the display, which is right here, and that is going to be highlight this word true under show notifications, and then right click and go to copy. All right, and then where it's down here where it says show player status equals false, highlight that false, hit left control V's and Victor for true, and then down here show target plate, highlight that word, left control V as in Victor for true. And then down here where it says status task position X. Change that 388 to a 315. And then down here on the status test position Y, I'm only got one number off of it, but you guys can leave it as 25. But me, I'm doing a 24. Just one number off, whatever you guys want to do. But down here on the status test scale, 0.45, change that 45 if you guys want to a 68. Make sure you leave the 0 point and change that number to a 68. Okay, and then this is all good right here. And then right here where it says PTT, hold to talk equals false. You all want that as true, because if you guys leave that as false, you will click on your your right alt, which is your push to talk, and you will push it one time. You only got so much to say, and then it will key you off. So you want that as true, okay? PTT push sound equals 1. Change that 1 over to a 5. Release sound, change that over to a 2, and then preference response, change that over to change that 1 over to a 3, or we can change that in game, and I'll show you all in game. Okay, immersive down here. I think we are good on the immersive part. False, true. Okay, down here where it says enable priority tone equals false. Change that false over and hit left control V's and Victor. You want that as true. Okay, so false, false, true, true. Okay, we're done right there. And on your backup, which is where we're at right here, I think that's all good. Yep, that's all good. Backup response. Okay, that's all good too. Yeah, that's all good too. The PIT is good as well. The pursuit is good. I think that's it for this one. And on the use native, that's all good as well. So we are done right here, ladies and gentlemen, under custom. Go ahead and click on file if you made any changes. Click on save and simply close out of your Grammar Police INI file. And then on your next one here, we are going to be doing sorry, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and when you get done doing this right here on your under your Grammar Police folder, go back one level, and you should be under the. Should be your pathway right now. Should be Steam apps, Steam apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, plugins, LSPDFR. Come down here to where it says ALPR Lite configuration settings. Go ahead and click on that one. I'm already got mine up here. The only thing I'm going to change out of here is I got both of them as set as F8. I'm going to change this to F8 over to a number 5. All right, because I am doing redoing my LSPDFR, and the rest of this I can explain in game on ALPR Lite. Go ahead and click on File, click on Save, and go ahead and close out of that too as well. And then down here on your next one, go ahead and click on the call out interface INI INI folder, which is your configuration settings. Click on the call out interface. All right. Now keep in mind, the one on the right is what we're working on. The one on the left is my cheat sheet. All right. So come back over here to your call out interface here. Now, where it says call out menu key F8, I'm going to change that F8 over to a F6. I'm just going to change the number there. All right. And that is your menu for call out interface. When you come down here to force call out key equals F9, I left mine as none because because as soon as you hit that the force out key, it's going to automatically give you a call. But me, I like to role play that as a as the calls coming to me instead of me going to the calls. That's what that means to me. And then down here where it says force call out modifier key, left control, go ahead and hit that left control, type in NONE. You guys can change it. You all can keep it if you want to. Me, I don't like these modifier keys at all, but some I will keep. And then down here on the toggle terminal key equals numpad 6. I really recommend you all change that over to a 0. All right, it's just much easier, and it'll get a lot of confusion out of the way too, as well. All right, and then on your force call out duty, change that 1 over to a 10, and all of this is left alone except for the call sign. Whatever you named your call sign on Grammar Police, all right, I'm go ahead and use that same call sign as well, which mine's going to be X-Ray 222, like that. And then your MTD position X 1370. Change that 1370 to a 1393. And then down here, one below it, the MDT position Y equals 690. Change that over. Change that over to a 724. All right, and then down here where it says scale on 85, just leave it. Your volume, you can leave it too as well if you want to. Is 0 through 5. I'm going to change mine over to 5. And on the sound on itself, change that 1 over to 4. Sound on display equals 8. I'm going to change that over to 5. ALPR hit equals 4. I'm going to a 2 on that one. And we're good on that. And down here, set your postal code. Do this right here. I'm going to go Virus City, VIRUS, and then underscore CITY. I would recommend that just for right now, all right? Unless you guys is used to the OCRP, and then just leave it. All right, and then postal code position X equals 444. Change that 444 over to a 1044. All right, and then postal code equals Y. Change that 948 over to a 0. And then postal code 60, postal code 42. Change that 42 over to a 61. And then down here, let's keep going. Okay, and then down here is your plate, guys, right here. On your plate enabled, I would change that over to true, TRUE, for true. And then plate in vehicle, leave that as true. And then on your position, X equals 380, change that over to a 1699. And then position Y, change that over to 615. And then plate scale equals 75. Change that over to a 87. And the rest of it's good. Come up here to File, click on Save, and then close out. Now we got Compulite coming up. So once you close out of that, go ahead and click on your Compulite I9 file. Go ahead and bring that up. Mine's already up. So right here where it says open computer key equals E. You all can leave that if you want to, but change that E over to a capital L. Alright, and then down here where it says open tablet key, to open the Compulite tablet equals numpad 0. Highlight your numpad 0 and change that over to a capital L. Alright? Trust me, have you ever heard the terms don't knock it before you try it? That's why I'm asking. Give me a chance, okay? And then down here where it says left control key to give the citation out, make sure you leave the equals. Highlight that left control key, type in the capital NONE for none, and then your button, then your buttons right here. Open up button, D-pad right, highlight your D-pad right, capital NONE, and then let's keep going here. Okay, we're all good right there. And then one other thing here, this is optional too, whether the game will be paused when you open the Compulite. Alright, it's paused when open. Change that yes to a no because I like my game to keep running, and I like to be realistic as possible. So if you want that pause menu, be my guest. Okay, if you want that pause menu, be my guest. But if you want to keep, if you guys want to keep going, if you guys want to keep going and do what you got to do, just change that over to no, and you'll know what I'm talking about when I get in game. Go ahead, and if you made any changes to it, click on File, click on Save, close out of your Compulite, and then on the next thing we're going to do is your Lidar Gun. Go ahead and click on that Lidar Gun right there, and then only thing we got to do on here, because the rest of it is optional on the game. Go ahead, and I recommend this numpad 7 because that opens up your menu. Highlight your numpad 7, hit and then simply type F7. All right, go ahead and type in F7 for that one. All right, go ahead and let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah, change this volume here from a 3 if you guys want to. I'm gonna change mine over to a 5. And then on the HUD color equals 0, highlight that 0 and just hit a 1. And the rest of it's good and can be changed in game too. Go to File, go to Save, and then simply close out. And then your next one is going to be your Speed Radar Light. Alright, your Speed Radar Light right there. Go ahead and open that up. And what I'm going to do here is where it says toggle key on or off, to open up your menu, or even to turn it on. Toggle key equals I. Highlight that I if you guys want to, and I'm simply going to change mine over to a F8. Alright, I'm changing mine over to F8, and then the modifier key, left control key, I'm going to change that to left control key over to none. I don't want it. And then right here where it says modifier key, threshold, threshold modifier key equals left control key. Highlight that. You guys change it if you want to, but me, I'm going to type in NONE for none. And then we are good here. Let me just double check on something. Okay, no, we're not. right here where it says key to switch radar mode. Alright, key mode, change mode key equals home. You hit that home key and it's going to take you into the Rockstar Lounge. I think that's what it's called. It's going to pause your game. So my recommendation on that is change that home to a capital END. Just change that over to end. Alright? And that's on your numpad. Alright? And then down here where it says speed threshold equals 70 miles an hour. Highlight that 70 miles an hour and go in 55. Go to file, go to save, and then simply close out. What's up, bud? Alright, the next one we're going to do is the longest INI file there is, which is going to be stop the ped. So if you come back down here to your main directory and go ahead and click on that stop the ped, and let's go ahead and knock this one out of the way, and this is going to be the longest INI file there is. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is remember, the one on your right is the one we are manipulating on. The one on my left is my cheat sheet. Alright, so down here where it says main key of this plugin, you have to press it twice. Stop pad a key equals E. Highlight that E. Change that whatever you want to, but I usually use a capital K for mine. And then down here where it says open the contents menu for the pads, contents menu key equals G. You can leave that if you want to. I usually leave it as G. Alright, and then come down here where it says key to be used at gunpoint. A gunpoint pursuit key equals T. I never use that. Go ahead and highlight that letter T. And you guys can keep it if you want to, but I'm going to type in a capital N on any for none. And then while you're at it, go ahead and highlight that word none. And then hit left control C's and Charlie. We're going to be using that a lot. Alright, and then down here where it says quick key to quick shortcut key to quick grab the pad. Quick grab key equals T. Highlight that T, hit left control V, and then down here on the modifier key underneath it, left control key, highlight that left control key, left control V's and Victor. I never use it either. Okay, and then down here, shortcut key to pat down, stop the pad. A search key equals F10. Highlight that F10. Left control V's and Victor. And then down here to call the police on nearest arrest suspect. Call transport key equals D8. Highlight that D8. Left control V's and Victor for none. Let's go down here to where it says buttons down here. This is the next one we're doing. And then right here where it says main button of controller, stop stop pad button, D-pad right. Highlight that D-pad right. Hit left control V is in Victor for none. I like to keep much as off my controller as I possibly can. The one down here. Controller button to open context menu for pads and vehicles. Context menu button equals A. Highlight that A. You can change that if you want to, but mine's going to be left control V's and Victor. And the one below it, context menu modifier button, D-pad left. Highlight that B-pad left. Left control V's and Victor for none. And then down here where it says controller button used at gunpoint. Gunpoint pursuit button, D-pad up. Highlight that D-pad up. Left control V is Victor for none. And then shortcut to quick grab the pad. Down here, quick grab pad equals B. Highlight that B. Left control V is Victor for none. And then one below it where it says D-pad left. Highlight that D-pad left. Left control V is Victor for none. Now down here, this is down here is for controllers. Now I've got used to this for a long time. Right here where it says button to tackle, player chasing pursuit, in pad. Um, Player is chasing pursuit pad. Tackle tackle pad button equals B. Highlight that B. Remember, this is for controllers right here. And I'm going to change mine over to a capital X. Alright, because I've got used to that. And then down here where it says button to boost player speed when sprinting a few seconds, sprint boost sprint boost button equals Y. Highlight that Y. Change that over to a capital A or however you guys want to do it. Just keep in mind this is for your controller. All right, and then now we're on perimeters right down here, and this is the one we're on right here, and then right here, this next thing is going to be take control. All pairs arrested by LSPDFR cop, and then down here where it says take over all arrest equals yes. You can leave that as yes if you want to, but I'm gonna change that over to a no. Because and if you're in a high speed pursuit or if you're doing a foot chase and you would love to go ahead and arrest that pad, well, whoever is the closest cop to you, um, and if you draw them at gunpoint, guess what? They're going to arrest them. They're going to take you off to jail, and they're going to leave you high and dry, especially if you're doing a role play on it. That's what that means right there. So let's go on down a little bit here. Um, Let me mark off where I left off at. And then I believe that's it in perimeters, I believe. Um, yeah, I believe that's it in perimeters. No, hang on, right down here. Um, right down here where it says this may force search result in a full screen. And then force search results in full screen. You can change that if you want to, but mine is going to be a no because whenever you're doing the search on somebody or in a vehicle, it's going to pause your game and it's going to be full screen. If you hit no, it's going to come up above your mini map, and I like to keep that game moving as much as possible. So you can change that if you want to try it out, but mine is going to be no. Force search result full screen um, is equal yes. You can change that, but mine's gonna be a no. All right. So let's keep on going down here. Let me marked off. I'm already marked off where I left off at. So I'm gonna go down here as fast as I can, but also carefully as I can too as well. And I appreciate you all coming in here to look at this video and now right down here where it says realistic weapon system. All right, um, we're right there. And let me go ahead and mark my place here. We are right there. Okay, set whatever you want on realistic weapons on startup. Enable on enable on startup equals yes. How that you can leave that as yes if you want to, but I'm gonna say no to mine because I like the weapons I got from Simple Trainer, and I can easily just go to Simple Trainer and just get my weapons out on the low save menu. So that's the reason why mine is no. But you guys can leave it if you guys want to, but mine is going to be no. And let's go down here. We're on calm the pad here. Let's keep going here. And let me mark let me mark my spot. Like I said, we're on prisoner transport right down here. Let me double check. Yeah, we're on prisoner transport down here. Now, right down here, guys, is where is your next and right here. Um, right down here. Um, lights, the siren lights and sound settings for prisoner transport. All right. Now, this is the now this is how the way I understand it. Okay, and prisoner transport siren lights on arrival. Keywords: siren lights. So arrival. So that means they're gonna come in with lights and siren when they arrive on scene. Leave that as yes. But down here where it says prisoner transport lights, when prisoner transport siren lights depart. All right, that should be no too as well, because you don't want them to leave out with lights and sirens on. All right, and then down down here where it says prisoner transport lights siren on arrival, change that no to a yes, because that's the same thing as the other one. All right, they're gonna arrive with their sirens on. All right, and then prisoner transport siren sound depart equals no. Leave that as no. So when they depart, they won't have no sirens on, and they will have no lights on here too. So it should be yes, no, yes, and no on that. All right, and then we're down here on the corner service down here, and I think we are just about done here. Um, and I believe that is it. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the longest I file there is on on um, on this tutorial here. So go ahead and click on File on Stop the Pad, and then click on Save, and then simply close out of that one. And then your last one is going to be your ultimate backup right down here. Go ahead and open up the INI file to ultimate backup, and then right here where it says toggle key menu, toggle menu key equals B. Now I got my set to Q, but on this tutorial here, I'm going to change that over to a capital U, because whenever you open up Ultimate Backup, the letter U stands for Ultimate. All right, and then there's something else down here too, and then shortcut key for the panic button. Panic button key equals numpad 0. Highlight that numpad 0 and simply, let's say, left control V's and Victor for none. And then right down here on the modifier key, right control key. Highlight that right control key, and then left control V's and Victor for none. You don't need it right there. And then the interact key partner with the K9, leave that as team. And then right down here, I believe, I left that as yes. Let's see. Okay, right down here, I left mine as yes. Well, I'm gonna change this over here to no. Um, if you're using LES car and you want a silent code 2 disc to no, is code 2 siren lights on? Yes, change that over to no. All right, and if anything conflicts, we'll come back in here to the game. All right, so I believe that is it on Ultimate Backup. I believe. Yep, that is it on Ultimate Backup. Go to File, go to Save, and go ahead and simply close out of your INI file. And then what we're going to do next is go ahead and restart your computers. It is 8:58 a.m. on a Christmas Eve on December 24th on a Sunday. So go ahead and restart your computers, and then try to go ahead and jump into the game. If anything conflicts, we'll come right back into this, and I'll see you all inside your LSPDFR. All right, guys. Before you all load into the game, there is one thing I did leave out while I was going back and double checking on my video, make sure it's all right on this recording. Go ahead and reopen up your um, Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory. Come down here to your File Explorer and then right click and go to your Grand Theft Auto 5, pin to Quick Access, click on that, and then navigate to Plugins and then LSPDFR, and then come down here and click on your Compulite i9 file. I'm already got mine up here. Right here, where it says open tablet key equals L. Come back down here where it says this is optional too, but I don't like to use these modifier keys too good, that great. But down here where it says open tablet modifier key equals left control key, highlight that left control and type in the capital NONE for none. That's one thing I did leave off, but other than that, go ahead and restart your computers. And I appreciate you all coming in here looking at this video. I know it's going to be a long one. I know it's going to be over my time that I said. But go ahead and restart your computers, and then go ahead and jump into the game. And I will see you all inside your LSPDFR. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the in-game showcase of your LSPDFR tutorial. I appreciate you all coming here to look at this video. What we're going to do now is we're going to test this out. I'm going to get pulled over up here real quick. I'm going to pull over right here in this parking lot right here. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and bring up our call out interface menu. If you left it as default, it should be ELP3, but if not, if you changed it like I did, go ahead and hit ELP6, and then go to configuration settings right here, and then one thing I did forget on here to do was on the postal code enabled. Go ahead and enable that to true, and you'll see it down here on my top right hand side. That's the nearest postal that you're at, but you can hit escape on your keyboard, and then go down here to play here, and then right there where it says play enabled, you can hit arrow button to turn it off, or you can turn it on, false and true. And then if you want it in the vehicle, want it inside your vehicle, that'd be true. Hit false right there to hop out of your vehicle, or is it true? Okay, true. If you want it to on the outside of your vehicle, it'll go up, and then false the other way around. All right, and then go ahead and hit escape, and then go down here to I never hardly ever use this ALPR Lite, so you guys can go through that if you want to. Right here where it says, let's see, on the call outs here, you can do an auto traffic stop on that. I usually leave it false because I like the realism. But on the force call out duty, it goes from 0 to 10. I would recommend to leave that on as 10. And then if you made any changes like I did on the postal code, come down here to save it, and it'll automatically save over to your I9 file all the time. Alright, now, let's go ahead and open up our Grammar Police menu. And that is going to be left control, R as in Robert. Alright, and if you pay attention, we ain't got it set on a function key up here. But if you actually listen to the sound, that is your siren right there. Alright, and then just hit R as in Robert. You can hear your siren right there. And then T as in Tom. Now, if you go left control, R as in Robert, there's your menu right there. All right, and there's your advisories back up. You know that actually helps you out too as well. And then go ahead and hit left control T's and Tom. This is your display settings right here. All right. So if you go to display settings here, go to text position X. Um, the player location display is covering up, so I like to move that up. So if you go to text position Y, if you hit the right arrow, that's going to go down. Left arrow to make it go up. All right, let me just bring mine up just a little bit here. When you all can see it, just like that right there. All right, and then text scale, you can make it bigger by going right, or you can make it smaller to go down. All right, and then radio position will be your radio right here on your right hand side. You can move it right is right, left is left, and then on the radio position there, right is down, left is up. All right, and then scale, you can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. And then on the radio position right here, you can go and you'll see a green dot right here. You can move it anywhere you want to on the screen, and you get done doing that. That right there, all you gotta do is click back. Let's see, click back, or you can click C's and Charlie to get rid of your radio. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to try our ALRP Lite. If you left it as default, it should be F8. But if you made any changes like I did, go ahead and hit it. Or if you're following me, hit your F5. You'll see right up there above the mini map there where it says ALPR Lite activated. All right, and we'll see if we'll get a hit on something here. Now, just in case we don't get a hit on there we go. Right there where it says no insurance. All right. Let me hurry up and get him here real quick. We'll get him pulled over. Hopefully he won't take off on me. I hope not. So, okay. Well, he's riding all over around the place. If he gets pulled over here, and we're going to go ahead and go over some things. We're going to go over Grammar Police first. 222 dispatch, show me on a 1011, postal 8170. Stand by for 28.
10-4, copy. X-ray 222. Approach with caution.
I need a play check on a 28 Yankee Edward Robert 061. Occupy one time. Mississippi Boulevard.
Suspect's license plate 28 Young Edward Robert 061.
Okay, so it's going to come back as a Brian Parker and stuff like that. Now, let's go ahead and go over stop the ped here, all right? We'll hop out of my vehicle. 222 dispatch, request code 2, backup.
10-4.
Request code 2, backup. Sometimes dispatch gets lazy, don't know why.
Backup required.
There we go.
In,
So,
Pillbox Hill.
what we're going to do now is, when you walk up to the person, if you made any changes to your stop the pad, go ahead and change it. Mine's going to be under K. right here, you can ask for all documents or driver's license. I'm going to ask for all documents here real quick. And then as my backup is coming,
Thank you.
and then you can actually do a pay check on a Brian Parker. Can I get a pay check on a Brian Parker, DOB 9/16/1999?
10-4.
Alright, so she's going to be lazy here for a minute.
Attention
Give me a
unit,
ticket
X-ray
number.
222-6272.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to question the driver here is, sir, have you been drinking any? Yeah, I had a sip of wine. Have you done any drugs? Okay, I take prescription pills. Okay, so we're gonna say vehicle document here. Did you know that your I forgot, I think insurance? Why are you driving around with no insurance? Is it mandatory to have insurance? Yes, it's mandatory if you have insurance. I do it all the time. But did you know it's also been expired too? I don't have the money to redo it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here. We're going to ask him to get out of his vehicle. And then what we're going to do now is if you hit K or hit your button twice on stop the pad, mine's going to be K.
Hold on a sec.
And then you're going to ask him for an ID card right here.
Thanks.
There's his name again, or you can ask for a driver's license, hunting license, fishing license, stuff like that. You can actually go back into request a pad check on this one as well. And then if you hit your button again, if you hit your button again, if you left this default is E, mine's going to be K. You can ask them actually you can set the pad on the ground like that right there. And then you can still ask them some more questions. I think you guys get the idea of it. Or you can ask them just to get up like that. And then you can actually do a pat down, which what I'm doing here is actually
We got eyes on the perp.
LSPD, don't move.
So he took off running on me, so this is good too as well. Come on, dude.
LSPD, don't you move.
I'm gonna have to stun him again here. Man.
LSPD, don't you move.
Alright, so we're gonna arrest him here. This is good too as well. And then what we're gonna do is if you hit G on your keyboard or whatever letter you use there on stop the pad contents menu, you can search the body right here if you want to while he is out. Like that right there, it'll search the body. Or you can actually go, or you can, that's another context menu. Oh, crap, get out of the way, dude, what are you doing? You're messing up my tutorial. There we go, so you can even tend to pad to as well. And down here, it already searched for a, we've already found some stuff here. You know, stuff like that. I'm not going to get into this much. As you can tell, he's alive right here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to hit him up by pressing K twice. And then whatever you got here to change your pad action menu. And then I'm going to go ahead and arrest him here.
We're going down.
Now, on whatever my partner's doing down there, I have no idea. But we're going to arrest him here. And if you hit your pad action menu again, come down here, and then you can actually, let's see, where's it at? You can actually grab them, or you can have them to follow me. In this case here, I want to grab them. Like this, and we're going to walk back here to my vehicle like this. And then you can actually either put them in the seat, or you can release the pad. Release the pad. We're going to give him a breathalyzer test here. It'll look like a inhaler. I'm working on to do
Thank you.
a video on it, how to change all that right there. He's not drunk. And then the drug swab here will look like a one of them tongue things that you stick in your mouth and say, ah. My partner's going to do it right here,
Thanks.
like this right here, and then he is all negative. Come over here to your vehicle over here, and then hit Gene. Bring your contacts menu back up, and you can actually search the vehicle. Now, this is what I was talking about, not pausing the menu. Their driver's side is an IED, a double bag, full white powder.
Hey, buddy.
So with him running up, let's go ahead and check out Compulite. If you made any changes, go ahead and hit your changes. If you're following me, go ahead and hit L as in Lincoln. That's going to pop up your your Compulite. And then go over here to Brian Parker, and then you got the citations here, and then we're going to get him vehicle operation. No, is it no document related? It's going to be driving route registration, driving route with no insurance, expired vehicle insurance, and that would be it right there. So let's go ahead and how to submit that is go to open action menu and then submit charges right there, and then come over here to create rest report, and then go ahead and do a traffic thing here. Or let's see, what one was it? He had some drugs on him too, but let's see, where's it at here? That's utter possessions.
If I don't pay it back,
We're gonna go into nonviolent crimes, and I'm gonna hit them up with obstruction to justice, resisting arrest, and
Listen, man, if you don't hear from me tomorrow,
that should be it right there. And then go to open action menu, submit charges, and that will be his charges right there. And then you call for and then this right here, where it says stop and pay menu, page down to give them 3 tickets. Go ahead and hit your page down on your numpad, and then that will give him a citation. And then you can go ahead and call for prisoner transport on this one. 222 dispatch, request prisoner transport.
Assistance required in
And the nearest
Pillbox
pad
Hill.
right here is going to take him off the jail for you. Alright, the nearest pad right there is going to take him off the jail. And then you're going to come back over here to the car, and you're going to call for a tow truck. 222 dispatch, request a tow truck to Pacific Boulevard. And then you can call for a small tow, large tow, or a flatbed. Alright.
Flatbed. Assistance required in Pillbox Hill.
So. Alright, the next thing we're going to do now is your Lidar gun, alright? So I'm going to hop out of my vehicle. Already in my hand, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it here. Go ahead and hit F7 on your keyboard. If you left it as default, I believe it's F8, but go ahead and hit F7 on your keyboard or whatever number you got it on, and go ahead and point it like you're shooting a gun. All right, there is your radar gun right there. All right.
Hey, moron.
Now, if you hold in the button that you actually had it on, just hold it in. That is going to bring up your Lidar gun settings. All right. Your position X will right to right and left to left. Position Y, right to go down and left to go up. And then your volume, 0 to 5 on that. And then your scale, you can make it bigger by using your right button, or you can make it smaller by using your left button. All right, and then your HUD color 1 to 0, and then you can enable blimp. I leave that as enable blimp, and then I'll leave all of that alone. Auto zoom, I'll show you how to do that. And then on your edit mode, if you click on edit mode, you'll see this green dot again. And then you guys can move this around left to right, up and down, anywhere you want to on the screen. I like mine to be about right there. And then once you get done doing that, hit your backspace there, and then hit F7 to hold that in. And then once you get everything saved up, go ahead and hit save on your Lidar Gun settings, and it should be automatically over to your i9 file, which does not show it here. Alright, so go ahead and hit F7 to bring up your Lidar gun, and go ahead and point and shoot. And that one's going 1. Now, in order to zoom in, use your left joystick, and then you can zoom in on the vehicle, and then make sure you get it in between the plus sign and the greater than and less than sign in order to get a good speed on them, alright? Just like that right there. That one's going 25. And then if you go back, it will do the same thing as well. That one's speeding. That one's going 27. You even can get them coming off this hill too. Wait till it gets a little closer. There's one right there going 6. That should be close enough. Nope, it has to be in a little closer, but you guys get the idea of it. There's 19. I wonder if we get this guy walking. Nope, maybe not. Alright, so, and as you can tell right here, it's going to automatically blip them. One by one. There's a car right there going up. Right there, and there's one right there, and that automatically blips them. So that is so you guys know how to do all that. So ladies and gentlemen, that completes part 3. I know it was a little long, and I am sorry for that. But that was part 3 here. I appreciate you all coming in here and looking at this, and we're going to go ahead and start part 4 here pretty soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into a pro tip on your external hard drive and learning how to save your game over to external hard drive and a pro tip. We've already got part 2 done. That is one of the biggest ones. The rest of them should be pretty small. So just I appreciate you all bearing with me on this 100%. But I'm gonna show y'all another pro tip on how you can save your game up to this point right here. All right, number 1, we have already saved our clean version over to a clean version of Grand Theft Auto 5 to the external hard drive. Number 2, we've already installed and saved our clean version of LSPDFR, saved it over to a external hard drive. And that was before modding. Yeah, we know that Simple Trainer and Open All Terriers and stuff like that is modded. But if you can get that part out of the way, because where that was in your main directory, that is part of the LSPDFR fresh install. Alright, so we got that one saved. Now this one here, we've done some modding on here. Your files, your INI files and stuff like that. We get ready to save this over right now. So come down here to your File Explorer and go ahead and right click and go to Grand Theft Auto 5, pin to Quick Access, just like that. And then move it over here to the 1 page area over here. Go ahead and take your D drive and take your drive, your external hard drive, whatever letter you got it in. Mine's going to be D as in David. Right click on it and say highlight. Oh crap! Highlight your external hard drive. Then right click and go to open a new window. It's going to take a minute for mine to actually load up here. Once that loads up, go ahead and go over to your day drive in your box, left click, right click, and go to new folder. Alright? Go to new folder. And it should pop down there up on the bottom. Name it whatever you guys want to. Just my recommendation is so you guys will know how to so you will know exactly what your name is, but with your modding of LSPDFR. So mine's going to be LSPDFR LSPDFR 3095 after mods. Alright, LSPDFR 3095 after mods. Or modding, MODD, after modding. So I will know exactly on what that one is to me. So when you all get done doing that, and whenever mine is get done here, go ahead and refresh, and that should be appetized on wherever you was at. All right, now there's my clean version of LSPDFR before mods, and this one here is after modding. All right, and I may go back and change the name of that here in just a minute. Go ahead and click on your folder you just got done creating. It should be an empty folder. Okay, and then come back over here to your main directory where everything, stop the pad, ultimate backup, and I know I gotta go back over some things. Hit left control, A as in Apple, to highlight your entire GTA 5 main directory. Right click and go to copy. Come back over here to your open folder where you just got done naming after modding. Left click on your external hard drive and then right click and go to paste. That's going to paste everything over. Now keep in mind, make sure you guys got the room in your external hard drive plus on what we're doing. Remember, mine's a 6 gig hard drive. So nothing to worry on that. And then once that gets done right here, we're going to go ahead and start part 4 of this tutorial. And I will see you all back here in a little bit. Today's date is, up to this point here, today's date is Christmas Eve, December 24th on a Sunday on the 2023 at 11:56 a.m. So I'm going to take me a couple days off because it is Christmas Eve and tomorrow will be day both. So I will try to come back here on a Tuesday with the editing and everything going on. You guys shouldn't really realize it that much. But I like for you all to keep you guys on the wrap on what I'm doing. I'm going to release this in 2024. Plus, I got something else going on with me too, and I'm going to release it too, half-wise. So, I will see you all back here in a little while. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into part 4 of your 2024 LSPDFR tutorial. And this part 4 here, we are going to be installing the EUP menu and your uniforms, which is going to be called the Emergency Uniform Pack. Alright, now in this one here, you have to download this in order, because if you don't download this in order, it may cause a crash or cause you to mess up, one of the two. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. And the first download link you're going to click on in this part 4 is going to be the EUP menu 2.3.0.0. Go ahead and download this file and agree to download, and that should take you right into the download countdown. Close when you get done, close that out. Click on the next link, which is going to be called an Emergency Uniform PATS Serve and Rescue 1.5. Go ahead and download the file. And what you need out of here is the EUPSR.1.5 Open IV or Open 4. So go ahead and download that one. Remember, it's the Open IV file. Download that, and once you get done downloading that, go ahead and click on the next link, which is going to be your Emergency Uniform PATS Law and Order 9.3.1. Go ahead and download the file, and what you need out of here is the EUPLO 8.3. Now I know it says 8.3, but the creator didn't upgrade his label, should we say, on his label. It's a 9.3, and it works for this current version of 3095. So if it says 8.3, nothing to worry, it is a 9.3. Download that OpenIV file, and then once you get done doing that, click on that last link, which is going to be your EUP Backup Configurations 9.3 November release. Go ahead and download that file, and that should take you in right to the download. And then once you get done doing that, drag it out there to your desktop, and you will have all the files right here in order on what we need to do. Alright, next thing we need to do is we need to locate our GTA 5 main directory. And if you've been following me since part 1, come down here to your File Explorer, and then right click on it and go to Grand Theft Auto 5 Pin to Quick Access. Go ahead and click on that, and that will automatically pop up your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory. Next thing we need to do is we need our Open 4. Come down here to your Open 4 down here, and just open that up, and then click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 for Windows. Go ahead and click on that one, and while that is loading up, I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here to another page, and then let's go ahead and install our EUP menu. The first thing you need to do is click on the first rim wire, and that is going to be your EUP menu release 2.3.0.0. Open that up, and once that goes open here, would you give me just a second? Let me. Alright, go ahead and open that file up. Go ahead and click on the files. Click on the files, and all you need is the plugins folder. You do not need this Rage Native UI.doll. Look at the date on it, 8/1/2021. That's way out of date. Plugins folder only. Drag it over here to your main directory, and then 1, 2, 3, let it rip in, and then if it highlights blue in your plugin folder, that means you've done it right. Go ahead and close out that rim wire and get rid of this shortcut. Next one we're going to do is our EUP Serve and Rescue OpenIV file. Alright, now I know it looks like a blank piece of paper and it folded over. Alright, make sure you're in edit mode. Alright, go, and how to stay in edit mode is go to Tools, go to Options, go, if yours says right here, which is Default Work Mode, Read Only, drop down that box, go to Edit, and then close out, and you will always be in edit mode. Now, if yours still is blank like that, go ahead and close, still white instead of blue, just go ahead and close out of your OpenIV, and then reopen it, and then click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 for Windows, and it should be automatically in edit mode like that by it turning blue. Alright, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take this EUP Serve and Rescue 1.5 OpenIV, drag it over here to your OpenIV, open IV and drop it in. Alright, that's going to bring up this right here. Alright, and it does say Serve and Rescue 1.4, but it is a 1.5. They just didn't change. They didn't change the title to this. That's all. That's all they didn't do. But it is a 1.5. Go ahead and install, and then right here, you always want to select mods folder. Never select game folder, because if you do, you guys is going to mess up. Click on the mods folder, and then confirm installation right here. Confirm the install, and while that is installing there, and it's gonna ask you right after this, after it gets done, don't run it yet. Come down here and simply close out, and then go ahead and get rid of this shortcut. Now go ahead and open up your EUP Law and Order 8.3, which is the 9.3. Alright? Don't open it up. I'm sorry, don't open it up. Go ahead and come over, and now if you get this circle with the line through it, where I call a do not enter sign, come up here somewhere on the top up here on your open 4, and just simply click on it, and then you just walk it up. It's the only thing you did. So what you're gonna take this blank piece of paper, it being folded, it should be the EUP LO 8.3, which is a 9.3. Come over here to your open 4, and then drag it over here to your open 4, and then drop it in. And the same thing here is a Law and Order 8.3, but it is a 9.3. Click on install and click on mods folder only. Click on that mods folder and then confirm installation. And then while it is installing, shouldn't take that long to do, comparing on the internet here. And give it another minute, and then simply just close out of that. Don't run it, just close it out, and then get rid of this shortcut. Now we're going to open up this EUP backup configurations 9.3 November lease. Go ahead and click on that. There's a few steps we got to take in this one. All right, go ahead and open up this go ahead and open up the EUP backup configurations, and click on the modification files. Go ahead and do that. Now you got an option on here on what one you want to do. There's a BCSO with the vintage version, and then you got a green taser version, and you got an original version. For the sake of this tutorial, I am going to click on the original version. Go ahead and click on that one. And then you got options here of body cameras with no hats, and then you got body cameras style 2 with no hats, body cameras style 2, and you got one with no hats. Now me, I like the one with the hats, but what I want to do here is I want to select the standard just for the sake of this tutorial. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on the standard. And then you got one that says normal, and then rain, and then snow. Alright, so I'm going to click on the normal version, and then click on that Grand Theft Auto 5. And then what you need is both of these files right here, the LSPDFR in small caps, and your plugins folder. Do not select the 2 dots up there. Grab these 2 files only, bring it over here to your main directory, and then 1, 2, 3, let it file in, and replace the 12 files that is in the same destination. Alright, so with that being said, your EUP menu has been installed. Now we get ready to go into the game, and we'll just go in here and check it out. And then it is 6:27 a.m. on a December 26th. So let's go ahead and close out of that rim wire, get rid of this shortcut, refresh your main directory, close out of it, and then close out of your open 4. Now what I want you guys to do is restart your computers, because we just installed the open IB file. Alright, restart your computers, And then there's one more step we got to take here. And I tell you what, I'll just go ahead and do it now, then I'll restart my computer. Come down here to your Rage plug-in hook, go ahead and click on it, and then hold your left shift key in. Alright, go ahead and do that. And then that should bring up the disclaimer. There it is. Alright. So if you go over here to your plugins right here, you will see the EUP menu. That is a standalone plugin. Alright. Go ahead and check mark that one and go down here to save and launch. And it's 6:28 a.m. on December 26th. Go ahead and restart your computers. I'm going to do mine the same way. And then I will see you all back in here in just a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into part 4 in-game showcase of the EUP menu Emergency Uniform Pack. Alright, so if you go ahead and hit F11 on your keyboard, that is going to bring up your menu. Alright, and then come down here where it says Law and Order. I'm pretty much, I know that's what you pretty much guys do anyway, but come down here where it says Law and Order, you click on Enter, and then you got all types of uniforms right here. It's spawned me up here to Paleto Bay for some odd reason instead of the city, which that's fine. It don't matter where you're at. So if you click on the LSPD, and then there's all different kinds of uniforms. Here is the LSPD Class A. That looks standard. Let me get turn around here. And then LSP Class B, that's with the hat. C is the short sleeve, and then you got a jacket, and then the coat, and then the raincoat clothes like that right there. That's the old school fashioned police hat right there. You got an open coat, and my favorite one on this one to use is you got a beach detail, you got a utility detail right there, and then you got a suit you can wear, and you got a windbreaker. But my favorite one on here to use is the Class C K9, because that comes with the bulletproof vest and the shoulder radio and stuff like that. That's my favorite one right there. And then you can scroll down here to any way you want, anyone you want, what agency you decide on the role play on. Here is the San Andreas Highway Patrol here. That's too plain. I like it, but it's too plain. That's Class A. And you got a Class B with the hat, and then Class C with the hat. That's the short sleeve. It's pretty much all the same one, except it's in different colors pretty much. And the one I like out of this one here, because it's the same thing as the other one, the K9 Class C, I like this right here. This is sharp looking right here. I do like that. And then you got your Blaine County Sheriff's Department, you got your FBI, you got your DOA, you got your news, AII, you got your field agent here, which is in plain clothes with the badge. I like that right there myself. And here is the suit, and here is the agent. And I like that right there because it's got the gun, strapped around your shoulder. I like that there. And then you got military police right here. You know, I do like that as well. And then you got your there's all different kinds of ones in here. So ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it on this portion of the EUP menu. Simple as 1, 2, 3. So get ready to start part 5. And part 5 is we're going to be installing our vehicles. Alright, that is going to be part 5. And I'll see y'all back here in a little bit. It's 6:48 a.m. on a December 26th on a Tuesday. So I will see you all back here in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to part 5 of your 2024 LSPDFR. What we're going to do now is we are going to install a single LES vehicle. That gives you all an idea how to install LES vehicles, okay? And today's date is 11:34 a.m. on the December 28th, 2023. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. The only link you're going to download in this part 5 here is going to be the LSPD Charger 1.0 by Detail Designs. Alright? And it's a 2022 Charger. I think this is a great vehicle. He does great work on his vehicles. I know that personally because I bought some off of him, and I enjoy his vehicles. He's a great guy, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Go ahead and download the file, and then let that count. Go ahead and let that count down, and then once that gets done, that is going to automatically download. Give it just a second here, and then it's going to automatically download. Comparing on internet speed, and then drag it out here to your desktop, and then go ahead and close out of your internet browser. All right. Now what we need here is our Open 4. Come down here and click on your Open 4 and click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 for Windows, and that should pop up here in any second now. And then I'm going to split this up into one page right here. All right. Now go ahead and open up your LSPD Charger rim wire. Open that up, and then make this in 2 pages. Now what we're going to do is, it's not in here, but I know the pathway. So we need to go back over here to Open 4 and go to this pathway right here. Go to Mods. Go to Update. Times 64. DLC Packs. Alright, and then while you're in here, go ahead and click on Favorites and go to Add to Favorites, and simply whatever you guys want to name that right there. But mine is going to be under DLC Packs, Packs. Alright, DLC Packs, and go to Add. And your DLC packs is right there. It should be the first. I don't know. That should be your first one. Okay, I'm already tested this out and it works. All right. So when you get done doing your DLC packs, scroll down here till you find Patch Day 20 N's and Nancy, G's and George. Click on the Patch Day 20 NG. Click on the DLC.RPL. Go to Times 64, go to Levels, go to GTA 5, and then down here where it says Vehicles.RPL. Go ahead and click on that, and you should get this right here too as well. Alright, now if you want to save your patch day instead of clicking all over that, just go ahead and click on Favorites again, add the favorites, and name that whatever you guys want. Mine is going to be under the police vehicles, because this is where I put my police vehicles in that. Alright, and then we're going to go back to this instead of just repeating it. Alright, so if you guys didn't do it right the first time, just back up in this LES segment and just redo it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this charger folder in your rim wire. And what you need here is, the police, you need these 3 files. The police.yupteam, the police.ytd, and the police_high.yupteam. Just these 3 files right here. Bring it over here to your Open 4, and then 1, 2, 3, let it rip in. And when you get done doing that, all you got to do is just click on the police.yupteam, And then there is your police cruiser. There is your Dodge Charger right here. All right. This is slick. I love this vehicle. Okay, I absolutely love this vehicle right here. So we're going to go ahead and close out that. Now what you guys need to do is come back over here to your rim wire and hit that one level up to go back right here. All right. Now what to do is come back over here to open for. Click on File. Click on Close on Archives. And then right here where it says LES, right here, click on the LES folder and click on the DPAT folder. Alright, and then come up here to Favorites, go to Add to Favorites, and simply whatever you guys want out of that. And then mine's simply named under ELS, alright? So now what you need to do is we need to turn on these police lights. There's already a police XML in here. We're going to overwrite that. Alright? Now keep in mind, anytime you open for and anytime you try to overwrite something, make sure you guys want to do it. Because if you don't, it's not going to ask you like regular Windows if you want to overwrite. This here will automatically overwrite without asking your permission. So, and I'm showing you all how to actually install an ELS vehicle. Alright, that gives you an idea. Go to police.xml in your rimwire, drag it over here to you open for, and then 1, 2, 3, let it file. And like I said, it don't even ask you if you want to replace it or not. It automatically replace it, but it will work in your game. So if you go up here to File, in your Open For, and then just go ahead and exit, and then go ahead and close out of your rimwire, and then get rid of this shortcut. Alright, now we're going to go in here and test this out real quick, and then we're going to go in and test out this charger, make sure everything's working, and then we're going to begin the last step, which is going to be everything. Everything that we have put in, we're going to test it out here in a few minutes. So I will see you all inside the game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into part 5 of your LSPDFR 2024 tutorial. And I'm going to go ahead and pull off the side of the road right here just for a minute. And what we're going to do now is we're going to check out the lights on this vehicle right here, and then let's go ahead and do this here too as well. I'm going to get my guy to quit running here. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're going to hit hit F3 on your numpad. On your keyboard. F3 on your keyboard. Go down here to where it says vehicle spawning. Alright, go to vehicle spawning, and then go to emergency. Alright, and then use your arrow key to go up and down on your numpad until you find this police cruiser. Once you find that police cruiser, go ahead and hit 5, and that's going to bring up your police cruiser Dodge Charger that we just got done installing. Alright, now go ahead and hit 0, go all the way back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to try the lights out on it. Alright, now go ahead and hit stage 1 by using D-pad left. There's stage 1. There's stage 2 right there, and then full stage 3. Alright, so that is your stage 3 lights in your vehicle. And then go ahead and turn on your siren, just check that out. D-pad down. Now if you want dual siren, just hit the D-pad down, and up at the same time. And to turn it off, just hit your D-pad down. Alright, so that takes care of part 5, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all coming in here looking at this, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. and get ready to test every plug-in here here in a few minutes. So you all just stand by. But we're going to test every plug-in in here. So I will see you all back here in a few minutes. And thank you for joining in. And I'll see y'all back here in just a minute. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there's something else. There's one other final thing I want you guys to do before we go into the last part and check every plug-in. The first thing I want you guys to do is come down here to your File Explorer and then go ahead and right click and go to Grand Theft Auto 5, pin the quick access, go ahead and bring that up and go ahead and bring this into a page right there, alright? Another thing I want you to do is go to your D drive and just like we talked about, just highlight it there without clicking on it and then right click and go to open a new window. Alright, we're going to save our last part of our LSPDFR. We're going to save this last part over here to external hard drive, alright? Remember in part 1 we save our clean version of the GTAV of the 3095. The other part was clean before mods. That is your simple trainer. That is your Scriptput V. That is your open ulteriors, and that is your mods for your open IV, stuff like that. We did all that, and on this third one we did after mods too. We done one after mods. And this time around, we're going to finish up on this because this is everything. This is everything in here. So in all, you should have 4 complete folders in your external hard drive. But I'm up. If you go to your external hard drive, left click, right click, and go to new folder. Once you get done doing that, create you a folder, name it whatever you guys want. I simply got mine under GTA 5 LSPDFR version 3095 completed mods. So that tells me I can actually go back in this mod here and actually say like if I'm going to add a mod and save it, I can go back into this file right here under my external hard drive and save that one. Alright, and if something happens to that one, you got a backup copy of your backup copy of your backup copy. So you got three steps. This is the final step. Go ahead and click on the folder you just created and whatever you guys want. Then come back over here to your main directory. And one other thing too, you see these logs right here, LOGS. That's just pretty much on how many times you've actually logged in to Raid's plugin hook, and so you can actually delete that. So if you guys see that, you can right click on it and then just simply delete it, and make sure you go to your recycling bin and get it out of your recycling bin. All right, and you can do that each time. Just only on the logs in your main directory. So now come over here to back. If you're in your main directory, go ahead and click, hit left control A as in Atom. Do that and then right click on it and go to copy. Alright, then come back over here, left click, right click, and go to paste in your external hard drive. Whatever folder you got it under. On this final step, go ahead and paste it, and that is going to start pasting all of your files over to your external hard drive in your final part. Once we get done, or I get done with this, if you guys made it this far, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the game. and I will see you all inside of your 2024 LSPDFR. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the final of your 2024 LSPDFR tutorial. And let's go ahead and check everything that we actually done install on mods or everything. Now, right now, I'm not on duty. But if you go ahead and hit F4 on your keyboard and type in FOR, you'll see that force duty come up, and then just click on tab and go ahead and click enter, and that should be taking you onto your LSPD. Right there, you'll be loaded in to your LSPDFR with all the plugins we have installed. And we're going to go ahead and hit escape, and the first thing we're going to do is hit F3 on your keyboard, and then go down here to where it says vehicle spawning, go to emergency, and go to your police cruiser. Alright, and this is the vehicle that we just installed into our game right here, which is the Dodge Charger Los Santos Police. Go ahead and hit back, and hit back again by hitting your 0 on your numpad, and then go down here to weapons, and then go down here where it says weapons, load save menu, and then go all the way up here to your load all weapons to slot 1. Go ahead and do that there real quick, and then there is your weapon right there. And if you go ahead and point, go ahead and, let's see, that's the wrong one I got anyway. So if you go ahead and, if I can find it here, go ahead and bring your pistol out and hit your left D-pad left, D-pad right on your controller, and you'll see the flashlight on your weapon. Alright, so that's all we need to do from there, and we are good at that. Now, the first couple things we're going to do here is we're going to try out the automatic Siren right here. Alright, so go ahead and turn on stage 3 lightning, and then turn on your Siren by hitting D-pad down, and simply just hop out of your car, and that is your automatic Siren. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is our Axon body cam. Alright, so you hit V's and Victor and bring it all the way up till you see the Axon body signal right here. The symbol on the top right hand side of your corner, that is your Axon body cam, and here is the dash cam. You hit V's and Victor again. Right there's your dash cam. Alright, so let's see what else. Clear the way V. This is your next one. So go ahead and turn on your Siren if you left your lights on. And as that car is stopped right there, and we'll see if any vehicles get out of your way besides of just stopping on you. And they are stopping. We're just looking for a vehicle to get out of your way. And that vehicle on your right there pulled off, and that is your clear the way V right there. So we're good on that. Alright, the next thing we're going to do now is EUP. Go ahead and hop out, and then hit your F11 on your keyboard, and right there's your EUP menu. Go down to Law and Order and select the one you want. Just try it out. There is mine right there, so I'm gonna keep it as that. And then let's see what is next on here. Turn off that engine. Let's go ahead and turn off that engine. You see the tailpipe smoking. You hop out, and you go back here to the back and check, and your turn off engine on your standalone plug-in is working too. So I think we're good on that. Next thing we're going to do is try our speed radar light. Go ahead and hit whatever button you change it over to. Mine's going to be F8. And then I didn't go over this when we installed it, so I'm going to go ahead and go over it now. If you hit your page up button on your keyboard, see that T 55 miles an hour. If you hit your page up button, you're going to see that speed limit go up to over 100 miles an hour, up to 120 through town. Lord forbid. But if you hit your page down button, that threshold is going to go back down to wherever you're going to set it at, alright? Remember, I set mine at 55, but in order to try this out, I'm going to lower mine just a little bit more down. And mine's at 25, and it picked up the speeder up there on the interstate up there going 51 and 46. So we are good on that. I'm going to take mine back. I'm going to take mine back up here to 55, and then I'm just going to turn mine off. Now let's go ahead and try our ALPR Lite. I'm going to go ahead and whatever button you changed it to, mine's going to be F5. You'll see it above the mini map there where it says ALPR Lite. It's activated, alright? And remember, you got to be in your car for both of these, alright? You got to be in your car. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to leave this on until we find somebody here. And then the next thing we're going to do here is, let's see, the next thing we're going to do is Compulite and stop the ped. Alright, let's go ahead and do that here real quick. Let's get a vehicle pulled over. So let's go ahead and get him pulled over here. It looks like it's going to be on some type of muscle car here. And then while we're at it, we'll go ahead and check out Grammar Police, alright? 222 dispatch, show me on a 1011, postal 8171, stand by for 28.
10-4, X-ray 222, approach with caution.
I need a plate check on a 00 Sam Charlie Ida 758, occupy one time. I need a plate check on a 00 Sam Charlie Ida 158. I'm sorry, that was 758.
Target's license plate 00 Sam Charles Ida 758.
Alright, so we got our grammar to work. Let's hop out here and try our stop the pad. Just go down here and whatever button you got it to, I'm going to go ahead and hit mine, which is K. And you're going to ask for all documents. And then once you ask for all documents here, it's going to come back as a Kelly Barbara, I guess. And it's going to show her birth date and everything. And then let's go ahead and try her on the breathalyzers just to make sure that breathalyzer's working. And it might come up that she's unable to give us a breath sample. So let's go ahead and ask her to
listen to me. You don't pick up the phone to anymore.
Leave the vehicle here just for a minute. And then if you hit your button, double tap on the button on your contents menu. Mine's going to be K.
Hold on a sec.
And it says right there, then whatever key got it under, mine's under K. And then, I'm sorry, that's your pet action menu here, alright? And then go down here and request for a pet check on this one. And then let's go ahead and give her a drug swab just to see if this is working too as well.
Thank you.
And it is. Now if you hit G or on your contents menu there, remember I told you to leave it G's and George or whatever button you changed it to. You come down here and search a vehicle. You go down there, search a person's vehicle like that, and then it's going to have a sniper rifle and a briefcase of drugs. So if you go back again, and then let's go ahead and try out. Let's go ahead.
Look at this.
We'll do that here in just a minute, but let's go ahead and try out Restrain The Deceased. Right there, so go up here and just hold your D-pad right, and then that is going to Arrest a person while they're on the ground bleeding to death. Alright, so we're good there. So let's try out delete vehicle. Alright, and if you changed it like I did, hit D as in David to delete it. And 1, 2, 3, boom, just like that right there. And then you can actually go over and check the pad on this one here. You can tend to the pad like I'm getting ready to do here. We'll see if she comes back to life or not here. And she is alive. So alright, so we got her. Now let's go ahead and check out Compulite. If you changed any buttons on it, mine's going to be L's and Lincoln to bring up my Compulite tablet. Alright, so there's her name right there. And she's getting run over. Lord, dude, come on. So we're going to delete that vehicle right there. So let's so I'm going to go ahead and create her arrest report here. She had a possession of meth, and on the traffic we'll say she's going the wrong way and evading arrest just for the heck of it. And then go to open action menu and submit the charges. And then we'll go ahead and tend pad again since she's got run over. Now what you're going to do now?
Wait a sec, buddy.
Go ahead and arrest the pad here.
You're mine now.
Go ahead and you can arrest the pad here, just like this right here. And then you can go ahead and call for transport. 222 dispatch, request prisoner transport.
Good to hear you, my man.
Assistance required in Pillbox Hill.
Alright, so we got stop the pad out of the way. We got delete vehicle out of the way. We got Compulite out of the way. Now while they're coming with the siren here, remember we set this as a depart, arrival depart with lights and sirens on. Alright. So while they're coming around, as they're coming around here to arrest her, we'll see right real quick if when she leaves, we'll see if
You piece of trash!
we'll see if she leaves out with her lights and siren off, because that's what it's supposed to be anyway. That's how we set that up. But I do enjoy doing this, guys. I really do. And I appreciate you all. And as we are trying everything out on this standalone plug-in, plus the INI files and stuff like that, make sure everything's going on this one here, and then we'll see. And then she leaves out with no siren and no lights on. Alright, so that's good right there. So make sure I'm gonna get run over here, and then I'm gonna hop back in my vehicle right here. And then the ALPR Lite is working. We got one with outstanding warrant. So 222 dispatch, show me available for calls.
10-4, copy. X-ray 222.
222 dispatch, show me available for calls.
Roger. X-ray 222. Proceed with patrol.
Alright, so we're not going to get that one right now, but there is one right there with the outstanding warrant, but I'm going to let that one go there. So we're good on that. Let's see, what else do we have on here? There's your call out interface texture here. There's your call out interface menu, should I say. Mine was F6, but if you left yours as default between 2 and 3.
503 and Davis.
So if you go down here to configuration settings, this is everything right here we talked about in the beginning of this. And then if you hit 0 on your keyboard, or if you left it as default, go ahead and hit it, and that's going to bring up your call out interface with your unit number on top of it. Alright, just like that right there. And then if you just hit 0 and hold it in for a split second, you will see this arrow button right here on your mouse. Now, the cool thing about this here is you can take this license plate and move it anywhere you want to on the screen, and plus you can move your call out interface terminal. I think you can, yep, right there, and you can move that anywhere you want to as well. Alright, but I like mine right here, and my call out and my plates right there. So it's however you guys want to set that up as. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and save mine real quick, because I think mine's in a better position. So I'm going to save mine here real quick. And then, as you can tell, the ALPR Lite is working, so we're not going to get into that. I'm going to deactivate it. Now let's try Lidar Gun. Alright, let's try Lidar Gun. If you hit your weapon wheel, on your control pad, it should be your left shoulder button, and go over here to vintage pistol, and then go ahead and bring that out, and then all you gotta do is point and shoot. Alright, so we know that is working. That one's going 16 miles an hour. Now let's see if we find another vehicle here right real quick.
Citizens report.
There's one right there.
At the Vespucci branch of Suburban. Units respond.
That one's going 21. That one's going 13, turning off into the interstate, as picked up at 25. So we know that is working too. Alright guys, I had to pause there for a minute. I had to do something here, and sorry about that. Alright, the next thing we're going to go over is ultimate backup. Alright, that's the next thing we're going to go over. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll tell you what, let's do this first. Alright, we got sticky wheels here. All you got to do is just turn your steering wheel to the right, and it locks it. And if you turn to the left, it locks it as well. And then once you hit, and then once you go, and then as you can tell, as I'm going forward a little bit right here, and it automatically sticks it to your left. Alright, so we know sticky wheels is working. Now keep the door open. Hit L as in Frank. Go ahead and hit L, and there is your keep the door open. Now the next thing we're going to do is immersive effects.
Hello.
Go ahead and bring your gun. Go ahead and bring your gun up, and then you should hear a heartbeat. Hear that heartbeat? So we know if immersive effects is working right there, okay? So we're good there. And that is going to do it for your standalone plugins, alright? Now let's go over ultimate backup, alright? As they are scattering all over the place. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over ultimate backup here. So I'm going to hop out of my vehicle, and if you changed your if you change your key over to a different key, mine is going to be under you, as in ultimate, just like that right there. And then you can call for code 2 backup, code 3 backup. You can go with a partner if you want to. We're going to, let's see if we can spawn in a partner with the same outfit as me by hitting enter, and there he is right there. That is your partner, just now came up right there. Alright, now let's go ahead, turn my other mic back on, and then if you hop in your vehicle, in order to bring your partner with you, hit T as in Tom, and your partner is going to come into your car with you. Alright, so that's part of the ultimate backup. Now if you hop out, he's going to hop out with you, just like a partner will do. Alright, now in order to dismiss them, you're going to walk up to them face to face and hold in U, as an umbrella or ultimate, and he is going to walk away. You just dismiss your partner, okay? Now, in order to call for a backup here, we'll say code 2 backup. You can select one of these here. I want to call in, let's see if it'll let me call in a FBI Police K9. I don't know if it will or not.
Assistance needed in Burton.
So that's going to automatically call back up for you right there.
Dispatch, this is Victor 13. We're on it.
Now to make them come up a little faster, all you got to do is hit backspace, and that should be your partner right here coming up. Maybe it's still too far back. There we go. So jumping all over the place. All right, here he comes right here, and we'll see if he's got a K9 unit with him. And okay, so I guess not. All right, so I do like that. Damn, look at that. Does that have the United States flag on? Oh hell yeah! Look at that. Shit. That might be my new uniform right there. Alright, so I'll tell you what. In order to dismiss them, same thing. Hit U as in ultimate.
Thanks.
And then that's going to dismiss one. And there goes the other one. And both of them rise off the sunset. So, I like that uniform, guys. I really do. So, let's see. Guys, I believe that's going to do it. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. Oh yeah, one other thing. When you, on your Axon body camera, alright? Let me turn mine off here. You know what I'm talking about. On your Axon body camera, alright? Soon as you turn on your stage 3 lights, it's going to start recording. Alright, or it sure start recording. There it is right there. Emergency lights activated, so your body camera is on. In order to turn that off, all you got to do is double tap, put it on. Mine's going to be O as in Oscar. All you got to do is double tap it, hold it in for a few seconds, and it's going to stop recording. Alright, and another thing too, if you hit your left, bring your weapon wheel back up and go to your weapon. Bring your weapon out, and that is also going to start your body camera as well. Alright, and then if you put it away, your camera's still on, but you gotta hit that, double tap that button, whatever you got it under, and then it'll stop recording. Alright, so that's one thing I forgot to do as well. We don't over Compulite, Lidar Gun, ultimate backup. Stop the pad, speedar, radar, light, and ALPR. Guys, I believe that is going to do it. I believe that's going to do it. So, I appreciate you all coming in here looking at this video. I'm hoping to help y'all out in any way. And today is December 29th, 2023. I appreciate you all coming in here to look at this. You guys is awesome. Thank you to the 80 subscribers that I've actually got on here. You guys is the awesome ones. And I will see you all in the next one. And you all have yourself a good day or a good night, or whenever you start to view this video. And I am going. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Strike!